in there, and I scratched on the tent, and he ran over and got on a picnic table, and then just proceeded to scold me.
So hold up, Roger. This was so good a second ago. So when this guy said this, he said cock. I thought the same thing. So I thought you said cock, and then you said
I thought you said I got a 4-inch cock, and I was like,
dude,
damn, that guy's hung.
Bad. But he was like describing 4 inches as small. I was like, I try to talk all the ladies into 4 inches being huge. And when you made that comment, dude,
I did.
It was so good. Oh, it was so good.
Oh, God.
I'll smoke to that.
That's one of the things I'm hoping I could lead some people into, because there's some new data out there on using marijuana for female orgasm difficulty and how to use it for that. So it's going to be interesting to see how I get people to discuss that need, and whether they think it should be one of the qualifying conditions in the medical side. Hung like a hamster, absolutely. That's me.
As I always say, it might be short, but it's skinny.
Like I was saying, I was like, what, 4 inches? That's huge. You're describing that as small. Like, what are you talking about? Oh, it was so good.
Oh, man.
Right.
I wondered, while I was sitting there, because I knew the context, I knew what you said. Yeah. I just heard it because I'm just a complete filthy.
Your mind's in the gutter like mine.
Crap. I heard it this other way, and the whole time I was sitting there like listening to you, and I was like, damn, this is like, that's what she said to the max moment.
That's right.
And as soon as I saw that comment, I'm sure like so many people saw that comment and thought, what is that even? What is he talking about? But, like,
I knew exactly what he was talking about.
I started dying. Like, I was just like, wow, that is so good.
Yeah.
I try to tell my wife 4 inches is 8 inches all the time. She just don't believe me.
I try convincing people it's huge. Like,
that's it. Yep.
Oh, it was so good. But yeah, it does sound like a rough sleep. Edibles would definitely probably help.
It's having that cot. It's just 4 inches off the ground. It's better than all of a sudden, oh damn, there's a limb under there. There's because those little blow up cot things they have, or mattresses, they don't cut it. I tried that. God. Anyway, listen. I don't know how much time I've got allocated here, but
you're allowed to talk. We're in no hurry.
Yeah.
But if you got to get tonight, we don't mind that either. This is kind of all on you. And obviously next week's going to be way more exciting with the trip starting and everything else.
Hopefully I'll have some video. I'll get that to you ahead of time, and so we can show some of that, and maybe an interview or two, and we'll see what kind of information I get on what the grow stores are seeing and how everything is happening on the marijuana side. And I want to let everybody know, don't forget, Limpy, we have your promo code. All right?
Yeah, one more time real quick. You've got a party, like a going away party.
Going away party.
My buddy will be just mowing pork at.
All right, Saturday from 11 to 1, and then I'm going to take off and head to Ohio. So.
And then now you get 12% off with the Limpy code at seedseller.com. There, can you throw that up one more time, Limpy?
Which one?
Where did we post that? The Seed Seller link.
I'll just type it again.
There you go. I thought that's kind of what you did. Can I type down there too and post a comment and it'll go right on there over to the right?
It'll post up whatever you're on.
Yeah, dude. Sounds like Big Steak's gonna try to make it. So I'm gonna be partying with our boy Limpy.
Oh boy.
What's interesting is having lived in Indiana, and that's when it was highly illegal and so conservative. Let me tell you, that corn area, they grow lots of corn. And they grow a lot of pot too. So.
I bet.
Yep. All right. You guys take care. Thanks much. And hope to see you on Saturday. And if you're racing around, you got some ideas of where I should be going to the southeast and then back up the East Coast to Maine. shoot them to me. I'd love to swing by, maybe catch a race some evening.
Yeah, dude, that's what I should do. I'll make that happen, Roger. I'll find out your schedule on this trip, and I will like just make it a mission to go find somewhere to race where we can hang out for the day and stuff. That'd be cool. We'll shoot some video of us hanging out.
That'd be great.
And,
we just have to keep kind of close on it because weather could delay me.
oh yeah.
You know, I've chased 2 hurricanes. I've been chased by hurricanes and storms and that, and sometimes you just get stuck in a hotel for a couple of days while it blows over. So it's just the way it goes. All right. Hey, take care. Thank you much. We'll talk to you next week, or well, hopefully Saturday.
All right, Roger.
Yep.
You have a good one.
Yep. Thanks. Bye.
See ya.
Bye-bye. All right.
There you go.
Well,
Well, that's cool. Get a discount with the Limpy code.
Yeah, and Limpy's pretty fucking high right now. I ain't gonna.
I was gonna say that dude's all over this weed game. Damn.
Yeah, he's pretty fucking high.
So who we got waiting up in here in the backstage? I see.
I don't know, but from this guy down here, what's gonna bring him on? I actually found out through him that you won because I'm just not social media type of guy.
That's right.
But,
that's right.
I guess it was in the group. Was it in the group chat or something? He posted it. I was like, oh shit. So then I had to look, because I don't get on.
Yeah, I put it on Facebook.
I don't get on social media. I ain't got it. I don't need attention.
Dude, Matt, are you ready for?
I
gotta ask you real quick.
Go
Ed,
for
have
it.
you ever watched the Y Files on YouTube?
The what?
Can you see
The
it?
Y
The Y
Files.
Files? No.
Wow. What?
Oh, dog.
Like
Is he not
W-I.
giving off the
Files.
Y File vibes right now? That dude needs a little goldfish in a tank that talks. Man, is anyone
Hey,
in the
that's the-
comments watch the
that's the
Y
hit
Files?
thing, dog.
Come on, where you guys at? No one in the comments watches the Y Files?
Wow.
Y-Files.
Like, how do you spell this shit?
WHY Files. The Y Files are so sweet. Like, oh man, someone in the comments. I've watched a few. There you go.
Oh, Wi-Fi. Okay.
So Toast, is he not giving off the Wi-Fi vibes? Like, look at that backdrop and everything.
Hold on,
He's
you got me
actually
fucking.
a fish tank back there. Oh my god. Oh my
I've
god.
always had this.
Hold
Man, I
up.
know we smoke a lot, but I've always had that. I've always.
Let me
had
get
that.
a picture of this.
Oh man.
When I interviewed you years ago, I had that.
Yeah, but I'm really
Hold
high.
on.
So I forget things, but this is so amazing. I'm gonna look up a Y Files. I'm gonna screenshot it. I'm gonna post photo. You're
Like
gonna
right
be
here?
like, what? And then you gotta watch them because it's all like these. There it is. Look at the goldfish bowl over to the right. All the stuff in the background. That's an old one right there on the right. Like, go to the blue one. See the one that's like kind of lit up blue.
This one?
There you go. Like, dang, dude, see the fish tank and everything? Yeah, he's like he tells these really, really awesome stories. Just all sorts of stuff, like crazy history shit or weird stuff. Like, I don't know. It just gave off the Wi-Fi vibes. You'll love it if you watch it. I'm glad I said something about him out here because
Well,
it is.
I'll put that in my notes for Friday.
No.
That's definitely
Way
there
cool.
for
Did
Friday.
you did
There we go.
who we were talking about message you back?
No,
Damn it. I'm gonna have to hit him up.
not yet. Not yet. Like that's who I wanted to have on before this, H-Town Throwdown, but
Yeah,
whatever.
no, we'll make
It
this
is what
happen.
it is. There's plenty of time. Plenty of time. I know people get busy. It'll happen. Cool stuff from Roger, eh?
Yeah.
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 I actually do think that's cool. Like, that's going to be way cool riding all the way across the country on a motorcycle and just talking to random people about weed and all sorts of different states and stuff. That sounds like a dream come true to me, just driving around, smoking, hanging
I would
out.
plan
talking
it
to
around. I would
people,
plan it around
giving
races.
seeds away.
I go to the race, then go to do that shit. Go to a race, go do that. That's what I would do.
Just having that Narcan on him just speaks a lot of.
Yeah, and like him having Narcan on him for that's huge, man.
Yep.
Like that shows you right there what type of human being that is.
And
Yeah.
and you can go to you can go to the shop and get it for free. You know,
Yeah, like
Right,
and I don't know
yeah.
if you guys have been to Jackson, but Jackson's got some rough spots to it. So
Understandable.
I bet that's been used before. Is all I'm saying. Like that service has been used, and
So, Bill,
that's awesome. And that guy's a really good guy. So that's what's so cool about it. And I'm
went
sure
to
some of those
Amarillo
interviews
this
are going to
weekend.
be absolutely awesome and hilarious and cool and informing. Probably some. It's always nice to see what other people are doing.
yep, I sent Limp some stuff earlier today from work, just a little kind of what we have at our spot
Hold on, give me a
currently.
second.
I found out from my boss today that we're going to be getting some different kind of seeds here real soon. I don't know enough about them to talk about them, but I do know that we are getting a different provider. We currently have Free World Genetics. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of that.
I haven't yet, but
Limpy's got a couple pictures. I don't know if you'll be able to share them or not, but one of them you can actually scan their stuff and it'll take you to their website, take you to the strains they have. And then I just sent a picture of the clones that we currently have in store. Of course, like I tell everybody, that stuff's like underwear. It changes daily. So we could have a full thing of clones and then by tomorrow it'll be gone.
This one or the other one or this next one?
Yeah, that's the seeds there. That's the clones and seeds. Like I said, that's one of our distributors there at the Green Solution. You can get that not just in Fort Collins, Colorado. That's 18 locations throughout the whole state. So pretty cool stuff.
and this dispensary's Denver.
Mine's in Fort Collins, but there's several
Collins.
in Denver. Yeah, there's 18 throughout the state.
But you got to fly in through that creepy airport, right?
Ooh,
Yeah,
Mufasa.
it's a rough one.
Oh,
And then there's the clones we carry on hand daily. You know, like I said, they change a lot, but just a little bit of
they look
variety. So far from that company, like I said, the Free World Genetics, from what I've seen, it's been way better than our previous provider. So, and a good variety, as Limp showed right there, man. So, as you know, I just wanted to give a shout out to them. If you saw me this past weekend at War in the Woods, what a good time that was. But a lot of that product I toss to the crowd every time I come is from that great company that I work for. So very, very cool stuff.
Oh, let's see what's going on over here. Hold on. Let's see what's going on.
Yeah, let's see what's in the
What's going on? What's going on over there? Uh-huh. What y'all doing over there?
Walking in, it's all like, wait, am I on TV? Because it like everyone that comes over wants to see it on the TV too, so it plays in the TV in the background.
Oh, you got both of them on, huh?
Yeah, it took her a second to realize she just walked by.
I was like,
She's all shy, so. That's Michelle. She's who packs my chute. So this weekend on one of the passes, we went fast, and I pulled the chute, and I kind of looked at Jacob and was like, dude, it's been like a year since I packed one of these. Like, you think we got this? And we did end up getting it, but kudos.
So
to
let
her
me interview you, Jasper. Tell me a little bit about what happened this weekend. How did it go down? What
so
was the
number
weekend
one thing
like
I would
for
say
you?
is we have a serious problem with too many races. So I'll start off by saying that we had a low car count. I think there was 9 cars or some shit.
we had
And
8. Where I went.
8 or 9.
Where
I
you
can't
were at?
remember. I think it was 9 cars or something. And I mean,
And 70% of them weren't even local. So that just shows you.
it was just so many races, man. We had another one in Michigan. So like we kind of counted it out. And there were 2 really big like radial events. So we had, I think, Streetcar Takeover that was within 3 hours. We had Magnolia, which I want to talk about Magnolia in a second. And
Yeah,
then
absolutely.
we had Ubley had a race, a no prep in Michigan. Onondaga, and there was like one more possibly. Oh, KD threw a race too, and it's like, obviously everyone's going to pick and choose. And like, I also want to state that like, if the race wasn't at Onondaga this weekend, I couldn't even go. I had all my
Right.
kids. My wife was at work.
And that's kind of what I figured.
I have awesome friends. So like when I took Cora with me, which Limpy knows. Cora's
She's a handful.
a big handful to roll with, and she did great. But when she got sick of it, I luckily have like her boyfriend Rob from Bobby Bill and her best friend in the world, Shell. So Shell came and picked her up, and she went over to Bobby's because he was working on shit, and it worked out. There's Bobby in the background working right now because
I see Bobby.
And one of these days he's coming over again because he's like, all I fucking do is work on your junk. But but yeah,
Wait, you said you got junk in the trunk and he works on it?
Probably. I don't.
Oh boy,
He does everything.
that's like
I haven't asked for that
4-inch
favor
cot.
yet.
We're back on the 4-inch cot again.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah, I don't know.
I was trying to get this thing back onto the rails. Like,
So I will say, without Onondaga, I couldn't even race this weekend. But in my eyes, like Ubley having a race, Michelle, quiet. So like Ubley having a race and Magnolia having a race is probably okay. You know what I mean? Because there's like a 5-hour gap between those two. Right. You know what I mean? So like I can live with that. But like Onondaga in the middle having a race and 131 over to the right having a race and another race at KD and everywhere, it just made it so like everyone had, a low count. I will say Magnolia killed it. Like that was a badass small tire field. Like badass.
Great crowd.
They had Cowley, they had Sherm, they had Trick Daddy, they had Shelby Lynn, they had Raggedy Ann,
Taylor,
they had Billy and Tommy. Like, dude, that was a fucking class. And what I want to say
hitters in there
is there was a lot of chassis cars in there, man. But I saw this stock suspension Mustang with a stock block LS in the winner's circle. So for all this complaining about chassis cars, I watched a car like mine, that's a stock suspension LS Mustang with a single turbo whoop all their asses. So I do want to state once again that everyone that like complains about all these chassis cars, and I'm not saying work harder, I'm just saying pay attention or write your data down better, or it can work. Like Zach was flying, and I called it from the beginning. All these guys here were sitting with me when we were watching it. I watched first round and said right off the bat, Zach's winning. Like
I had a good idea too.
He was rolling, and everyone else was like Shelby Lynn. And I think, man, those cars are just so loud that everyone just assumes it went fast. Now, I will say she was flying. I'm not.
She was going A to B, and that's what was helping her.
That car was rolling.
She wasn't getting all wild.
Beautiful, amazing car, and it's so awesome to watch her, kick ass in it.
I'll tell you where she loses every time is at the light. She loses at the light every time.
And yes,
she has enough car to beat them. But when they get her at the light, she's playing catch up, and you know what I mean. You know how that goes sometimes.
So yeah, like she's flying. But yeah, at our race, it was 3 rounds, so it wasn't no like, beat your chest and scream from the rooftops. I just won this race. There were fast cars there. I mean, that's what kind of is rough in that situation. Is mostly pretty damn fast dudes that go A to B show up. But yeah, the car did great. Garrett's been helping me with traction control, like helping me understand it, like not like doing it for me, but helping me know when and where to do what and why to do it when and so on and so forth. And it worked great. I don't run it probably like everyone else. I run for about 300 feet, maybe 400 sometimes, maybe 200 sometimes, but I don't like running it all the way down, but I do like running it to kind of try to set the tire and run it out from there. But it worked great. In the end, though, I made some huge mistakes. Like I put a tune in the buyback dude's like car or whatever, or in one of the dudes running, and he makes like a personal best, and I was kind of like, damn, I don't know if I probably should have did that for him, And then in the finals, we get to the end, and I had helped tune on this car, HD's car. It's a Falcon, really nice Falcon, big block Ford with twins. I had helped him set up, the suspension and the tune and everything. And we get to the end. So like I take off, and I'm not even trying to be like a jerk or anything, but he hasn't been out much this year. I was pretty sure, like, I got this. Like, I'm not going to go, like, turning this up. Even though I thought, the surface could hold a little more, I was like, I'm going to play this safe because I don't think he's going to go, too fast, and we'll just handle this. And, man, I let go of the button, and at probably 330 feet, I could hear him because it's a big block. So, like, I could hear it over my car. I looked over, and he was probably at my back tire, and he was coming. So, like, I was like, oh, shit. So I grabbed scramble, and I was nervous it wasn't going to hold it, but it held it. And as we're going, it like just stalled out. You know what I mean? Like, he was like at my door, and it just stalled out. And I think I got kind of lucky, to be honest, because he didn't probably realize. I could tell when he grabbed his scramble. If he would have grabbed it sooner, he probably would have drove around us. But he didn't realize it till like the last 10 feet. So it just stalled out all the way through the cone. And because it's a close race, both of us ran it out a little farther than the cone. Right. And I, like, at the cone, I was probably 3 feet ahead. And then 10, 15 feet after the cone, he was going to come. He was already coming by me. I was like, I was just like, damn. And then we get out of the cars, and I gave him a big hug because I could tell he was like so pumped. Like, and that's what he said, right? When he got, I can't believe I was right next to you, dude. Like, that was so awesome. And I was like, dude, that was a hell of a race. Like, I was so worried because, you were right there the whole way. And I was like, fuck. And then his first words are, well, yeah, that's that tune you gave me last year. I threw that in there. And I'm just like, I am so done.
Should have known, right?
Like, this is just burning me. But yeah, it was cool to see him do well. I love watching people, succeed. I love watching people, keep wanting to do this or run with us dudes and keeps them going or whatever. But yeah, it was a cool race. I had fun. It was right at home. It was 3 rounds. We didn't make much money. I don't know. It was like $1,400 pot or something, so it wasn't like we got there or anything. But I will say, like you posted, 3 out of 4 races we got to win. And the one we got donkey stomped by Ryan Mitchell swinging for it. And we made a little mistake there. I'm not saying that even if I like had the weight I forgot was hidden in there out of it, that we would have beat Ryan or anything. But I would love to give him a better fucking race than that. Like everyone thinks
you never know till you try, and you live and like learn from your mistakes. You know that. And
oh yeah, for sure.
Come September, there's a good chance you can get that rematch. Any point, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so, if we go everywhere where Ryan is, we'll be at Gangsters with him here in a minute. I ran him there too and lost. And I'll tell you what, we were out on him for 400 feet, 430 feet, well out on him. Yeah, I screwed up the big end, but either way, like we love those races. We obviously like to go to bigger races. I'd have loved to have been in Magnolia. That's the surface that I think I would really like. I haven't been there yet, but like talking with Sherm and a lot of the people that go there all the time, I feel like that's a surface that I'd really like. Like,
well, it seems like your style of car was working well there, in my opinion.
For sure.
Well, I just want to say congrats. Man, that's 3 out of 4, like I made in that post. It keeps this smoke show streak alive, right? Kind of in a way.
Yeah, I'm loving it. Like I said, it was. I'll take.
It's a win.
Money.
It's a win.
And all you got to do is drive 10 minutes from my house. So, like, that's what even makes it better. Yeah, it was a low money shootout. But for me, if I was out of state, I would have had to make $2,500 to make the same amount of money after you count my gas money to drive there and back. And when I'm at Onondaga, I don't even pay to get in because, I kind of help them run the race through and all the stuff that I do for them. I don't even pay when I go in for like a tech card or anything. They just hand me one. So, for me, that's still a cool race. But as a bigger issue, like there was 6 cars at Ubley, there was 9 with us, if both those races don't exist, there's 15 somewhere.
Yeah, I know. And that's, I've already got it. I've already got it for this week's notes. You got H-Town Throwdown, Shutdown, Showdown, Tug of War, No Prep Wars. You know what I mean? 7, 8 races already.
We got one at Lapeer.
Anybody could go to. Well, yes. I just a few that I named, but I think that's how it's going to be all year. But on the one hand, I was going to say it's either this: you don't race, you stay home, and you have no fun, or you go have a little bit of fun with the family and friends and race.
No, like I said, so this is where the problem comes with me, because like in my eyes, the solution is, all these guys get together. You don't be haters. You don't hate one promoter over the other. And you try to set this up so you all make big money. You hold one a month, or you hold two a month at most, not one every single week and two on some weeks. Like, that's just too much.
Right.
But at the same time, I don't want to tell anyone what to do in a free country. If you want to hold a race, dog. Like, so I'm like torn here on how to like care about it,
I
or,
hear you.
I probably shouldn't even care about it. But for whatever reason, when you have 9 cars here and 6 cars here, I feel bad for the promoters. I've promoted races. You want more people than that. Like, that's a rugged day. You know what I mean? And then, like, not only that, but the fans are split.
Yeah.
They don't travel as far. And Jimmy's right. If he would have stayed, Jimmy did a giant wheelie in our race. So in the buyback final, because Jimmy was like fighting problems all day, he's got a new like fuel injection carbs type setup with nitrous and everything, and ended up finally getting it at the end there, but put a little too much in and drug the bumper and just crushed his oil pan on a really sweet Black Nova that he runs. But yeah, it's a wild lot of people in a race.
I know for Limpy's fact, I was wondering if that race out west kind of affected your race. You know what I mean? The Chuck Waller race.
I mean, no, that's
is that too far out west?
I mean,
I know a couple people like Brent and then went, but I was just wondering if that was part of yours.
You're talking 15 hours or more, or shit, probably more than that.
Gotcha.
But yeah, no, it's just promotion and and I guess not enough of a local. I think most guys were scared because they started at the 3:30 and they wanted to see how the first one went, because
right,
everybody's a little nervous, because there's a couple guys out there that says, we're bracket racers, but we're coming here to support, and they did pretty good actually.
So you might even change them over. That's cool.
Yeah, but
cool.
They were having fun. So, and then
not like Utah. When you went to Utah, you know what I mean, you had some people up there that don't race like that all the time.
Yeah. But yeah, there's H-Town this weekend. They're doing the doing all Friday.
All day Friday.
I think not all day, but I think it's between like a certain time to a certain time. You have to check out the website, but they're doing tech, cruise, and everything on Friday, and then we start racing on Sunday, Saturday, the next day.
Early, like or I can't remember. What,
9:30. I think is in the morning. I think it's when they're doing it. But and the only reason why they're doing that is because now they're on time restraints.
Oh,
and everybody's all like, well, they're trying to make more money. Nobody's
now,
making
are they
money.
capping car counts at all?
I don't think so, but I do know they have time restraint now, I guess, due to the insurance or something like that.
Are you flagging every class?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know they were pulling some other bullshit in there and anything. No.
Yeah. I mean, it's the same everything else. It's just they're trying to get all it's time restricted, and then they're trying to get everybody already teched in and registered and cruise, because I think they're gonna do like a little small town cruise for the street cars that are supposed to cruise.
I know he's not going, but is Uncle Jeff coming?
No, I don't think so. I haven't talked to him, but Index Jeff had a wild ride this weekend.
Boy, he did. He was waving to everybody, huh?
Yeah, the ball joint broke.
I can't believe it went straight.
Like, that fucker landed that thing and rolled right out. I mean, he got very lucky in a way, but he knows what he's doing.
Yeah,
that was a badass ride there.
Yeah, that was
badass ride.
He is the king of violent wheelies.
Man, that Vega and him, I don't know what it is.
Well, even at War in the Woods, he said, man, he goes, if it does what I'm thinking it's going to do, he goes, it's either going to go or it's going to go on the roof.
That I expected. I was on the other side, on Alan's side, and I was like, he's gonna willy. That's what he's gonna do. Yeah. I just had that feeling.
And then I
especially after the fight
he
sent
me that video. Up. He sent me that video, and I said, well, I guess you got the throttle cable or the throttle linkage fixed. He's like,
right. Well, one problem at a time, right?
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, so it sounds like a good action-packed weekend. It sounds like you're going to be busy. What are you going to do this weekend, Jasper? Do you know yet?
Probably sit at home with the kids. I don't know. Oh, way wrong. I got to go shoot Mark Mosier's wedding.
Oh.
I hope you're not watching because I remembered from day one to day done. Yeah. You didn't remember either. You sat right there while he asked. You didn't even chime in.
Don't worry, Mark. I'll remind him. Good God.
Oh, that's funny.
He'll forget.
Mark, don't worry.
Thank you, Michelle.
Yeah. He'll forget. He'll forget by the time to end the show.
Dude, you guys don't even know. Like, so many times I'll be sitting with these guys, and literally I'll be like, get a text, and I'm like, oh shit, I gotta go shoot photos. They're downtown or they're over here, and like totally forgot. And like by miracle, I don't think I've ever fucked one up yet. Like, I start making excuses. Oh, I'm on my way. There's a tractor in front of me, or I had to deal with some kid shit real quick, but I'm right there. Just hold up.
Do them iPhones have counters on them?
Oh, but I don't know. I swear to God, I put it in, and then it reminds me at 10 a.m. that I got to do something at 4, and it's like, bro, that ain't gonna cut it, dog. I'm already in Detroit or doing something stupid.
You need to have multiple alarms throughout the day.
Yeah, and then I got high.
Reminders.
And then I got
reminders.
Yeah, I don't know. I make it work though. I come through, but.
Right,
so I'll be there, Mark, Saturday.
Sounds like you'll be at a wedding.
That ought to be a rowdy wedding.
Yeah, next week he'll be on. Next week he'll be like, man, I missed a wedding.
Man,
thank God for AI. I'll be putting them into AI and other pictures and creating a whole wedding scene where they were chased by dinosaurs and fighting aliens.
Oh, what happened to going to Jackson, Michigan?
Well, that just got changed. I'm shooting a wedding. But my boy Big Man will be there eating free pork, dog. He ain't playing. Grabbing seeds and pork.
They're gonna see him walk up and they're like, oh shit.
Hey, him and Big Stank together. Whew.
Oh God, yeah. So I'll be shooting a wedding this weekend.
Right on.
Funeral, huh, man? I mean, them funerals suck, man.
I don't know, dude. Mark's will be wild. I promise. Like,
yeah, probably
I want to have him on here soon because that boy's got some wild stories.
Hey, we need to have him on a couple weeks. His wedding's this weekend.
Yeah, so if we can get him on Monday, like fresh off the jail sentence, woo! Andy just had a kid, so like that's double.
Oh man.
Oh shit! Double game over.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding.
Damn.
Jasper, are you caught up on sports? On the finals?
Yeah, it's 2-0, and I don't like Boston, so I just quit watching, and that's lame.
So do you think Dallas has a chance going back home, or you think it's over already?
I don't know, maybe. I just
Dallas
like
is what?
Because he's a jerk.
They're down 0-2 already.
Dallas
Dallas Mavericks, and they're in the NBA Finals now.
And I actually can't watch the NBA, but
they'll be in your town, or they'll be in Dallas tomorrow night.
Oh shit! Yeah,
but
I don't even keep up with that shit.
I do like to look who won, but I can barely watch the NBA. It's just so whack.
What about hockey?
Well,
they fought more.
Yeah, if they were fighting more, I'd probably watch that. I don't know why I don't like hockey. Hockey is like the weirdest thing in the world to me. Everything in my blood tells me I should love it. There's
You're from
dudes
Michigan. You
eating laid
should.
out.
I'm
It's
from Indiana. We didn't even have hockey. The only reason why I cover it's because of the podcast, but it's the same
played
thing. It's in
hockey
the
my
Stanley
whole
Cup
life.
Finals. Dallas got eliminated in the Western Conference Finals to Edmonton,
Oh, shit.
and they are playing
Yeah,
Florida. It's Florida's third time in a row going to the finals. Hopefully, third
how
time.
can Florida have fucking hockey, man? Y'all know how hot it is there?
I know, right? And
they
but
gotta
here's
be
the better story of the
How
whole.
long ago? I didn't yell at
It's
anyone.
been since 1993 since a Stanley Cup has been won by a Canadian team. So it's been 30 years.
You hear that?
Since
You hear that,
Canadian
Mike,
team.
Trevor, Alex?
So either USA keeps the streak alive or Edmonton wins the first Canadian Stanley Cup in 30 years. They do have the best player probably in fucking hockey on their team. Connor McDavid.
Edmonton does?
Yeah.
Is he Canadian?
They call him McJesus.
Oh, McJesus. Why
Yeah.
McJesus.
He's just fucking good. He's really good. He's probably the best thing since
fucking hot here.
Mario Lemieux, Crosby. So, and then
McJesus,
last but not
huh?
least, I'll bore you with this. Yeah, McJesus. He don't like it, but that's what they call him. It is College World Series time right now. We are down to the final 8. Well, we will be after one more school gets in, but North Carolina, Virginia, Texas A&M, Florida, FSU, Tennessee, Kentucky, and maybe North Carolina State will all be in that final 8. So that's
what?
That's all I got on the sports wrap up. You'll hear all about that coming up on Friday.
Was that baseball or hockey?
Yep.
Or what? No, the college shit.
Baseball.
Baseball?
Yeah.
Who'd you say again? In the Texas teams?
That's the final 8. Texas A&M.
Oh yeah.
No Longhorns this year. No.
Oh, I don't care about it.
Yeah, they were in it last year. But yeah.
Is that the College World Series?
Yep, final 8 will be happening starting this week.
Sorry, I got sidetracked with when they posted that. They say they heard Michelle snort.
Oh man.
Oh,
I
that's
just
Oh,
heard it
so
again. I just heard it again.
Oh, no.
oh,
We're going home.
it's like my favorite thing sometimes. It's awesome.
WNBA.
What about someone said WNBA. It's got to be the lamest thing you could ever say, but they're picking on that one girl. Poor girl making
Caitlin Clark.
$1,000,000 from all these companies, and they're just not being nice.
Yeah, and then she's not going to be on the Olympic team, which obviously Olympics for summer coming this year.
Well, isn't that awesome? You don't got to go do more work. You can just go out on a boat or something.
Yeah, but I think from what the rumor was, some of the top senior players stepped in and was like, "Hey, they're gonna be mad when she don't get enough points and enough playing time, and that's gonna be the talk of the whole entire Olympics when it should be about how they're about to win the 8th gold in a row."
Could you imagine if I pulled into a race and was like, "Yo, don't let Ryan in here, man, because he's probably going to win this." And that just ain't cool. Like, they're going to talk about Ryan, and 1320 is going to go interview Ryan instead of me, and everyone's going to pick Ryan to win it over me.
I still think she should have went and played Big 3 and not played WNBA. I mean, she could have got $5 million from.
That's what I'm going to say. Like, how does money not rule what you do in that scenario? Like, here, I can go play for something that no one cares about.
The girl, Caitlin Clark, that plays in WNBA, that was from Iowa. She's on the
Is that
Indiana
the dude?
team now.
Is that the dude that's acting like a girl?
Which one?
Which one?
Caitlin, whoever. I don't know. You said, is that the dude that's playing like a girl? And
no, she's the one from Iowa that was she was like the phenomenal star that broke all the records, and then now she's in the WNBA, and like the veteran players and everybody on the other teams are picking on her and stuff, and the Olympics are coming up, and they didn't pick her, and they're saying because the veteran players are saying that the fans and the media will be mad because she won't score as much and won't get as much minutes, and that's will be the main topic. Versus they should be talking about them winning the 8th gold medal in a row.
Do they and
then she could have went before she went to the WNBA. Ice Cube has this thing called the Big Three, and it's like on NBC and stuff on Sundays or whatever. But it's retired players, old players, all this shit, and it's 3-on-3 half court. Well, he offered her $5 million to come play that and be the first female to ever come play that, versus she got paid $660,000 to play WNBA. See the
she make more money? I know it's more money.
She's making endorsements and all that still.
But I mean, would she get the same endorsements, you think, between making
that I don't know. That would be the big question. Would it be a $5 million flat and no endorsements, or is it $5 million plus? And that's what we never would have known.
Do whatever, you know.
Yeah. So I mean, she made probably the right decision, because who knows if that will be around in 5 years from now, where we know the WNBA will have a better chance.
Yeah, someone keeps paying for it to exist.
Yeah, not me.
I can't even. I don't even keep up with it.
Not me.
I don't know. I like sports sometimes.
Let's talk about some
sports here, like mainly
Let's
just
talk about some racing.
And football, I guess sometimes, like when it.
Yeah, absolutely. I will possibly be going up north to watch a race this weekend up in Wyoming. I think maybe with old Chuck from On Tilt, heading up to Wyoming for a street legal no prep race. I think it's West Winds Road. I don't know. It's about 3 hours from my house, so I've got that option on Saturday. Or if that doesn't work out, I also have the local Roundy Round track, which is Father's Day weekend, and I haven't been there yet. I love going there because there's a couple people I sponsor there as well and support. One of them being Adam Hilton, Uptown Speed Shop there in Fort Lupton, Colorado. You guys check him out on Facebook. He builds some badass race cars, some badass street rods. Probably one of the cleanest shops I've ever seen in the state of Colorado. But I help him out. He's got 2 daughters that are some kick-ass racers. They don't race as often anymore, but that's how I found them. So I have those 2 options this weekend. Either way, I'm kind of going to be covering both. If I don't go to the racetrack, I'll be going with Chuck, and I'll still know what's going on. But that's what I've got going for this weekend.
Cool. What do you you work at dispensary, correct?
Correct.
Now what's your job there? Or is it something different every day, or so y'all don't get burned out doing the same crap?
Well, it's like a sales associate in a way, an RA, a retail associate in a way. But I am only part-time. I've been there going on 3 years, and I mean, I know almost everything besides just some of the computer stuff, but I do anything from checking IDs to get, like, if you come in, I'd help you get your order and check you out. I do anything from stocking or online order window. Pretty much anything in there. I love it. It's probably the easiest job I've ever had.
Dang. Yeah. And it's I'm sure it smells good in there too.
Yeah, and then when I've sent you a photo here recently of what was it, the month of June's little sample bag I get, that I kind of help out you with and stuff. Well, I just returned back from the weekend today on Monday, and I mean, I've got 3 8s, 2 carts. I mean, you name it. I mean, it happens a lot, and that's what's cool about that job is they hook up their people. We got some good employees there. I got a new boss, so I want to give a shout out to Taylor. He's fucking killing it, coming in, kind of thrown under the bus and became a GM right away. And with a bunch of younger kids, I'm one of the older guys there, so it's cool to see what he's done, and he's helped us out. He helped us out, like I said, there for War in the Woods. My man helped us out big time, gave us a lot of merch to toss out to the crowd. Hopefully somebody watching this got something from me. I I also injured myself doing that night. I pulled a little something in my leg.
He got shot in the leg, people.
Man, I was
Oh.
like, I was
we got
down.
we got
dude.
videos of that. We got. Hold on.
I don't know if we have a video of it, but
I mean,
we definitely have
got-
a photo.
Is it in our group chat? Let me find it.
I don't know. I didn't notice it really until after it was all said and done and got back to my dad's and was going to get cleaned up finally at like noon and realized, man, I have a big old knot and about a bruise that big on my hamstring. And man, by the time I got back to Colorado, I could barely walk. I'm finally getting back to where I don't look like I got a fake hip. Yeah, and my coworkers have been picking on me pretty heavily. There's actually one of my coworkers that got a hip replacement just a couple days ago, and they were making fun of me saying I was him trying to mimic him to go get my hip replaced. I think I sent it to you in Messenger if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I didn't know if you sent it to. I thought it was we just had me, you, and Jasper had just our own group chat.
Wait, I thought we do too. Let me see if I can find it.
What'd I do?
What? Oh, there's somebody coughing.
Hell yeah!
Oh, there it is. There it is. I found it. Let me see. There we go.
Yeah, it's in that one for sure.
Oh, look at that. Look at the boys. You had to cover the boys up? What's up? You cover the boys up? Look at there. I had to blur it out, people. He had a sack hanging, so I had to edit. I had to cover them up, man.
Yeah, you know how it goes. But yeah, that's compliments of throwing merch out to the fantastic fans at War in the Woods. And you know what? I'd do it all over again. That's for damn sure.
He got a T-shirt from Billy Fields that says Bonanza Cannabis.
Hell yeah.
That'd be it. That'd be it.
Limpy's had some Bonanza carts.
Yep, I have. I don't think I'm smoking. I think I'm still smoking.
Have you tried the stuff I gave you at War in the Woods yet?
No.
No.
Yeah, I'm still trying to get. I got this. I'm just one of them weird guys. I don't like to have like 9 different carts open. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I got another one of that. Oops. You know that jetty cart I gave you? This is what it looks like right here. It's got like a cedar tip on top of it. They gave me another one of those.
I was going to probably take both of these off, and I'll probably just put them in a Ziploc baggie. But I'm just weird. I don't like to have
I like to go all the way through them before I change. I don't want.
Yeah, I do too. But I've got so many of them now. I need to try them.
2 gram.
Ooh.
Batch that was another sample one. I got you one too for your next month. Just trying it out. It's all right. I mean, but it's 2 grams, so it's gonna last me for fucking ever.
Yeah, that'll last me for that 6 gram cart that I got. That's the good one, but I don't hit it very much because it's like it's like a Jeff pen. I hit a Jeff pen 2 or 3 times. Jeff pen got Peepaw Fresh this weekend.
Not just Jeff Penn, Jeff anything.
Oh, I know, but Peepaw Fresh hit one of Jeff's pen about 2 or 3 times, or about 3 or 4 times, and he was stalling. He was. Oh boy, yeah. He
you know what that is? Yeah.
He was asleep on the way back from Amarillo, and then he was up talking Morse code to me. I don't know what he was saying, talking gibberish, and then he'd lay back down, and he'd look up, and then go back down.
Oh man.
Oh, you're muted.
Oh, man.
Yeah, Jeff left a ton here, so I just kept taking them.
I'll tell you what, that blunt he had.
Else on his car pissed me off. I took another pen.
I was just up there trying to enjoy the table Thursday night and just happened to look over my right shoulder, and there's Jeff.
Oh, yeah.
And then I hit it, and before I could give it to Limpy, I was like, "Oh my god, my lungs are about to collapse."
I'm telling you, man. It
And then
came
Jesus,
down, donkey kicked me right in the chest, and I was like,
yeah.
I don't know. Big Snake came through like you
Yep.
wouldn't believe, dude. At one point, was that you and me or me and I think it was me and Jacob, dude. Like,
we had them backwoods.
well, so like my shit was at the Airbnb, and yeah, we went down and he gave us one of those backwoods, and those were fire, dude. OG 18, like well rolled blunt, White Russian.
I couldn't believe how big they were at first. I was like, "Holy shit!"
So good.
And he had
Yeah, I
jars
think-
of them. He didn't just have one or two. He had jars of them. He's like, "This is tonight's jar. Here's tomorrow's night's jar."
Oh, that week I can make that happen. Or I'm sure they can make it happen
we
too.
can
But
make that happen, man, for sure.
I'm be careful. I know you're good, but I'm just that should have a warning
No,
label
Big
on that
Snake
thing.
smoked it before. Big Snake knows what's up. I guarantee.
Well, I know that,
He
but
he even probably knows NLG, like the company that Jeff's affiliated with that makes these.
yeah. But me and old Stank kept it. I had to just prove. That's kind of like when Ed came down for Small Tar Gangsters, and I had to I had to show him that I wasn't no punk.
You didn't have to. We had a fucking good time. Like I said, the only thing we was missing was Jasper, and it would have been, it would have been the best time.
Dude, I'll tell you what. This last War in the Woods, I didn't have time to do.
I barely hung out with you. I mean, every time I look, I'd be like,
there's so many people
there goes Jasper.
that I saw in the pictures that were there that I never even talked to. Like, I didn't even know they were there. I was like, oh man. It was just so.
I never made it down to Pizza King. I was gonna go down to Team Mac down there and hang out for a round, and man, I couldn't do it. My dad and my pops, man, they went back to the car and slept for like rounds 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, they come rolling up and smiling at me like I'm like,
hey, they come up.
Where y'all? They looked.
They had an 8-hour nap. Shit, they were there for the semis.
All refreshed and. They're like good.
No,
good.
dude, Julie in the morning.
I've got Julie yelling at me on the mic, like, because I'm yawning. Julie's.
Oh, dude, she was like, "Who's hype? No one's as hype as me." I was like, "The hell did you find?" Like,
man,
I need some.
It must have been about 8 or.
I need some of that because I'm
like
about
eight red.
Running on empty.
White Claws. There's 8 White Claws.
White Claws.
Yeah, the claw power.
Black cherry or whatever.
Yeah, I think it is. That's the one she said. I like
black cherry is her favorite.
Something else, variety.
Yeah, but
but I know this. She gets about 13 deep or more. She'll drink whatever flavor that she can have if she don't have any more. Promise you.
It's like that My Name is Earl episode. You can only have so many before this happens. As long as you're under this number, you're safe. Yeah, she was too, dude. It was wild.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Bill. She was. I believe it.
And she had more energy than anyone else. Like, that was the truth. But yeah, Big Stank came through huge for us a few times.
Yeah, I had the same thing. I had to show them that I wasn't no punk.
If I just randomly laugh sometimes, that's because one of these motherfuckers said something that.
Because we're so funny.
Like that right there. Someone says something you just can't.
Let's hear the snort. Can she snort on command?
I don't think she can. That's the craziest part.
I mean,
and then, dude, you missed out because, like, for a whole month, what did you have your tonsils taken out? Dude, she sounded like Cartman.
Oh,
it was like so good, dude. It just constantly made fun of her.
Of course,
oh, so good. I missed that. That was a good couple weeks. So good. Yeah, so I mean, anyone watching wondering, I have the best friends in the fucking world. I'm so sorry that not everyone gets to just have really awesome people in their life nonstop, but I am definitely lucky. They work on my cars, got sweet jokes, roll fat joints like he's doing now, snort when they laugh, so it's not boring. Super lucky dude. But Magnolia, that was a race.
Yeah, it looked like
There was
it.
upsets. There was all sorts of stuff. That was a good race, man. There was a light malfunction.
And like we said, hitters. There was hitters. Yeah.
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 Wasn't nothing but hitters there.
Rerun.
Yeah, and Corey had really good angles. I don't know what live feed everyone was watching, but we were kind of watching the spooled media, and I love the angles for that one. So Corey, if you're listening, that was a sweet setup.
I
like,
actually didn't get to see any of it, but I heard
him
about
coming
it.
over.
And then some dude had a drone. Did you see that? Like Vicky Hoskins posted that they watched the whole entire thing off some dude's drone that was live feeding from a drone.
Oh, yeah, you can. Well, I don't know how you live feed. Well, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, who knows who it was?
I know I know how to go live feed off a drone, but I'm talking. That's a lot of batteries.
That's cool though.
A lot of batteries. I mean, even like a 4 or whatever.
Here you go,
you're only going to get like.
You'll see.
40 minutes of flight time.
Yeah. What I liked about it was you could actually hear Corey pretty much every race, even though he was taking pictures and filming, he'd kind of sidestep and talk with the chat. And then hell, when it was downtime, you could hear anything at the start line, that was being said. It was kind of nice, very good angles, like Jasper said. I think it was for kind of like what Limpy does when he sets up his live feeds and it's only himself and he leaves it. That's kind of what it was like, except for just a little bit more commentary.
Yeah.
Ed,
go for it.
Who you want on Friday just messaged me and said that he friended you or whatever, and so hit him back up because he said he's cool with that.
Gotcha. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
Well, he's an awesome dude.
Absolutely.
I really like him.
I want to know now.
What do you guys think about the 26s there on Saturday?
Did they have a 26 class at Magnolia? I guess I wasn't paying enough attention. I like the 26 class. I'm just being honest. I mean,
like I know CJ likes it.
I don't know about some
videos.
of the people that are stepping down to it. I kind of think it defeats the purpose, and I think if they start having huge payouts, it'll just do the same thing that they're mad about and why they want the class in the first place, anyways. But I like it. I like a new challenge. An 8.5 is probably a little bit harder to get down on. Some people seem to be figuring that out very well. Brian White is from the first one at KD a year ago to what he did at War in the Woods. Andrew Lavender looked like he really had it figured out.
Run what you brung in 20. That's right. Small tire, not 26s. I'm thinking of the week before.
Yeah, and that was awesome to watch. Like the 26 race was cool, but the run what you brung with the dragster, yikes! That dragster was rolling.
Box performance, I think, is what it was, wasn't it?
And did that win, or did Towley win? I almost think Towley won. That dude's fast too, dude. Like,
John,
is he Virginia?
John in the chat. Who won the run?
And I might be. Am I saying it right when I say Towley? What is it, Ryan Towley or Roger Towley? Randy Towley?
Tolly won, it looks like, and the thing jumped is what John said.
Yeah, Towley's car is fast, man.
So
that
the dragster jumped.
Ryan Towley, yeah. See, I knew it was an R. Yeah, that car's fast. That car's been fast everywhere and been rolling. That's sick. So Towley beat the dragster?
Because he jumped, but I don't know if it was like a clean beat or.
Well, thank God he jumped. That dude, man, goddamn, that's a cheating move.
Oh yeah, that was the other one. Was in Oklahoma.
Oh, someone else said the dragster won. Box lost. Now I'm confused.
Yeah. So it looks
Either
like
way,
he won.
Towley's a badass if he beat that dragster.
Let's see what they say.
Transbrake didn't hold on the dragster.
There you go. Zach Jones up in here. Big winner this weekend.
Yeah.
That dude, like I said earlier in this show,
Hey,
how
coming
dope
over
is
and
that a stock suspension LS stock block Mustang whooped the fuck out of all those chassis cars. That boy was rolling like.
that's
God
right. Shout out
dang.
to them, especially coming off of the War in the Woods
Well, like I
incident and
said,
all
they
the
have a
bullshit.
very, very
They just went right up there and fucking
similar
put their
car.
nose down and whooped ass.
Dude, they were in another controversial deal with the starting line where the light malfunctioned, but it
it's not
did
their
come
deal,
on.
though, you know.
Like, what do you do in that situation, Limpy? Did you kind of see that where Chris Lane went to bang the light and the light must have did something? Maybe
like
Zach
flickered, didn't it?
here or Jody can clarify what was going on. But like the light didn't come on for a long time, and Tyler just left. And I don't know if he left because he felt like he was going to burn his tranny down or what was going on. But then all of a sudden the light came on, and boy, Zach Jones didn't move. He sat right there till the light came on, even went off the chip and then went back on the chip and made a lick, which was smart to get the data. But yeah, they ended up making him rerun. But technically, the light did come on, and the other dude didn't wait.
Yeah, I mean, that's first is worst. I mean, well, I don't know about his rules or whatever, but I don't know what was said.
Like I said, Zach did not jump. He didn't even move. And the other dude jumped, but I'm pretty sure there was some sort of like malfunction with the light because you can see Chris like locks in and then does like a motion and then looks down, and when he looks back up, the light comes on. So like I don't know fully what happened there, but
I don't know if it's first is worse, and whoever jumped.
So they even like went back through it this week with some controversy, but pulled it out either way and got it done.
Congrats. Stank done something for us.
Nice.
Did he say what that is?
He posted. What you got up here, Stank? What is this?
What you got, Stank? What'd you
Is this what we smoked on? Is this what we smoked on at Warren Woods?
Or whatever.
That looks good.
It does look good. Big Matt said you shit look good. So like that's a huge compliment because that dude will trash some dude's weed right now. Like no hesitation. He'll be like, this is boof.
Question mark
Kush. Well, that sounds like a mystery. I'm interested.
That was trimmed this week. Yep. We transplanting tomorrow. Them clones. We're gonna transplant.
There, I found it. I sent it to you guys on in the messenger. That video.
Limpy's faster at that shit than me.
Hold on, I got a burp. Hold on.
But yeah, it looked like another tough call, but
that sucks. I mean,
they pulled up to the line and just ran that dude over. So, and Tyler Cox was flying. Like Tyler Cox is fast. That's another like underdog or like not talked about a lot racer. That
in my opinion, the right call was made though.
I don't even know. Like I said, I don't know what the right call is anymore in any situation. To be honest, like.
If the racers agree to rerun, then rerun it. And that's what the flagger says, then you have to rerun it, right?
Well, like, so we have a group chat up here in Michigan, and like, in all honesty, like me and Zach were kind of, in the group chat, and I can't remember, like someone else was commenting too. And we were kind of like, we weren't going back and forth or arguing or anything, but I was like, kind of explaining that, either way, like people can have different opinions of a call. People can see it differently on the tape. Just shit happens either way, like, and I can promise you that nothing is done, like to purposely try to screw you over or anything. It's just how it was sawn or how it was seen. And we were like going back and forth. And then like one of the other racers like chimes in and was instantly like, well, I wouldn't fucking listen to Jasper. Jasper just goes to the track and tries to make friends with anyone, and blah, 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 blah. And I just like came back and was like, you're right, dude. Like, I probably don't care about winning as much as the next guy. When I pull up there, I want to win. But like, if I don't, that ain't an end of the, you know what I mean? Like, just like Jason Terrell said with the interview with you, Limpy, like, I'm just happy to be there. Like, and I don't know if everyone else like grew up in a different way or whatever, but like, there's so much of my life. You told me we'd be doing this, I'd laughed in your face. I'd have been like, there's no effing way we're ever going to be doing this. And the people in this garage, especially Rob, who like grew up with me when we were 16 with like I had a Ford Turbo Coupe and he had a Formula TA and looked like Logan's car pretty much, just not on steroids. And we washed those things like 2 times a day and cruised around. If you'd have told me I would have had like a, Mustang like we have now and travel all over the country and race, I'd have laughed in your face. See, Michelle's laughing at us right now, and we even pulled it off. So I don't know. Like, to us, we're just happy to be there. But that's what I told him. I was like, man, you're right. Like, I don't care. I'm not going to lose first round and load my shit up. I'm going to hang out with my homies and see if I can help anyone out.
I thought it flickered, but I guess it didn't, huh?
Well, you see what I'm saying there, dude? Like, he didn't even look down like there was a problem until after it come on.
It's almost like he watched his arm, though, because, like, watch Chris's arm. It was almost like Chris put his arm back there. He's like, whoa.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know. I mean, yeah, first it's worse, but I don't know. Like, I don't know. Maybe he can explain. I don't know. Maybe he had something about
Tomorrow. Yeah, I'm sure.
oh, I guarantee it's brought up on the
Rerun or
table tomorrow.
yeah, rerun or
Someone's
something.
going to
just
comment
wonder-
through that.
Because when he went back, it was almost like Tyler was like, all right, he's going to hit the button, but I don't know.
They did make him
Maybe-
rerun that. See, my boy Matt's sitting here right now. Like, if I gambled on the line, I ain't giving the money back.
Well, I have seen a race. I have seen a race where a guy jumped. It was a jump.
I bet not too
He
many people
crossed-
had a fight about it. But either way,
He jumped, crossed, and he got beat.
yeah,
So-
Michelle. will
and
go
then
to
they
that.
reran it again
And then they reran it.
because the flagger said if I have a light malfunction,
Because
then
the flag
it's
was
automatic
wrong or
rerun.
malfunction.
yeah. And I think that was the boosted deal. I don't even know if they showed it or not, but it was.
So,
Oh,
dude, I
think
do
remember
have
that,
some really cool
There
news,
you go.
like not negative news. Limpy, remind me again. Oh, preset.
You got a wedding to go to this weekend.
No,
yeah.
Oh, what are you talking about?
that's great. Okay, so I got this cool good news that's not negative news. Where is Jasper?
I like that, Zach. Good call.
That would be. I mean, in my eyes, that would be.
That's not even.
That would be a
It's
jump.
not even funny. Okay, so we're gonna play this real quick. Everyone can see it, right?
Is it me? Is my internet bad, or is it everybody else's?
I think it's him.
I think it's mine. Oh,
So-
okay.
No,
What
I
did we
can hear
do?
you.
Did we miss it?
He's the one. I think.
Did you play it? What were we playing?
Did it
Is
not
he on
work?
mute?
Oh, I gotta hit share.
Yeah.
I gotta figure it out this time.
Oh wait, you still got to head share. You still got to do it,
There
dude.
you go.
Right.
Play it again. There we go. Oh. Who was that on? Who was that on?
That was Stephen Brown in that
Okay.
With the GoPro?
the white New Edge. So
Oh, is that where he is that when he hit?
that
the
was at
wall?
War in the Woods when he hit the
Okay.
wall and like
Okay.
pulled out the old Apollo car or whatever. So there's
I see where I was about to say. I
there.
thought was see where they're trying to rebuild it or something.
Oh man.
Damn. I bet that smells good.
Bam, they're already back together.
Hell yeah.
I'll tell you
Holy
what,
shit,
that's
they're nice.
that's cool as fuck. Those dudes have been grinding their ass off and already got that car pretty much back together. it actually wasn't structurally too bad. It definitely cosmetically looked like it was destroyed. But when it was up on the flatbed, me and Steve were looking at it, and it didn't look that. I kept telling him, man, none of these Marty boxes have moved. Just back here on the back of the frame, and obviously you need a quarter, a door, and a fender or whatever, and the front end might be a little bit wiggity-woggity, but either way, like they got it straightened back out on a frame straightener, got a donor car, and put a quarter on it already, and are slamming it back together as we speak. So pretty damn amazing. That's these guys. I never know how to move my hands. I feel like I'm looking in a mirror.
Opposite. It's always the opposite.
It's always the opposite. But
kind of like you're backing up a trailer. Always the opposite. Hold on. Do it again.
So yeah, those guys are already almost back. I think that's amazing, especially in the amount of time. Been only like a week and a half right now or something.
Literally grinding their asses off.
Yes, literally. It's pretty amazing. But
yeah, and Charles winning on the streets this weekend. You don't know about that?
Yeah, dude, what a clever post too with the CNN burn and the murder rate skyrocketing, dude. I gotta respect a good one, dude, and that was good. Those boys are fast though. But I will say, just like they said, kudos to those dudes for calling them out. Like that ain't no bitch move, dude. They didn't pick some slow dude and was like, "Hey, come on out here, man, because I got a good shot." Like,
they didn't puppy kick.
They called out probably the two baddest dudes right now to call out on a sketchy surface. Like, that's gangster. So I mean, win or lose, hats off to that, but also hats off to Team Denver for doing Team Denver shit and just running people over and then adding a clever pun to add to it.
I guess there was a bad wreck wherever Forever Grudge was at somewhere, I guess. I don't know. I didn't see. All I seen was him post a video that they were driving. I guess they were. It was at the Big Jake's race, I think. He was at the Big Jake's race.
Yeah. In Oklahoma.
I guess they ended up calling it or something like that. He said they ended up calling it because of a wreck or something like that. So I don't know. Maybe somebody on here let us know. I'm sure all y'all.
Yeah, old Elton John does need some more duct tape. It's getting rougher and rougher. Like
they've already named your chair Elton John.
Yeah.
See, I could keep mine straight if I sit in it, but look, if I sit on this side, it goes.
No, like if I get up, like.
No, yeah, I have a chair. I had a chair like that for a long time. It looks like hell. It might have been in the same chair. Hey, yeah. Hey, them chairs will last forever, dude. I don't care. Them chairs will last forever.
Yes.
That's
awesome. Locked up at that spot.
Oh shit! Car hit the wall, and exploded.
Damn.
That's what they're talking about happened at the Big Jake's race.
Yikes! That sounds horrible. I'll tell you what, man. Oh, Mike Gwynn's car at War in the Woods. Woo!
Yeah.
That was pretty. I was scared something was going to hit Limpy. I thought for sure it was going to come down on Limpy.
It was wild.
Oh boy.
Oh man, having shelter is definitely a different experience. There you go.
I think we're in the wrong place, Limp.
I don't think so.
They're having a good time there.
Damn, oh, they already. Oh hell, they're closing the door. Everything. Look at that.
Neighbors.
Yeah. The neighbors. Oh yeah, because it's what? It's 7:30 at your house.
So it's 9:40 there. 10.
Yeah. So it's because you're an hour behind me and I'm an hour behind him because he's in future time.
Marty McFly.
Broken chair racing. Oh wait, HOA rules or what? What's the deal? Why are you closing the? Is it getting cold up there?
Well, so Big Matt's over here, and
Big old fatty.
dude, he don't ever bring a sweater, and then gets here and he's always like, "It's got cold in here, man." And it's like, yeah, you know, it's Michigan. Like, what Michigan dude don't roll with a sweater? Like, I don't care if it's 90 degrees. By 9 o'clock, it might be 50. Like, bring a sweater. But I also get screamed at by everyone all winter long because I don't ever bring a coat. Like, I hate coats. Coats are the worst thing in the world to wear.
I don't even have a coat. All I got is hoodies.
Well, have you ever like jumped in your fucking vehicle with a coat on, dude? That is the worst.
It's like awesome. It's like pillows.
It is
No, it ain't.
not like pillows. It is like all
Then you
bunched
get
up,
hot. You
annoying.
gotta take it
Your
off.
seatbelt's
Hey.
all stupid.
It's all like.
You can't eat your food. It's all spilling on your coat. Your coat ain't
Are
like
you,
a sweater
stand
you can
down in a
wash.
little coat? I don't understand.
Hey, just have her put on a big coat and then go sit in the car, and that's what us guys feel like when she's driving.
I'm just gonna say we're really high over here right now. If anyone's wondering, we're fucking pretty high.
I'm sorry, man. Every time I'm so fat, every time I turn around, it's my birthday now. I mean, shit.
Too much. Too much.
Hoodie only, yeah.
You're lucky I ain't got something to throw at you.
Oh boy.
Oh,
I'll shut up.
Where y'all
what's
eating over
everybody smoking on tonight?
What's
Come
not
on, you
smoking?
won't even
Come on.
told us what you're smoking on.
there? I'm smoking on something. I'm still smoking on that dude with the yellow golf cart, whatever that is.
What you
Blueberry
got, Eb?
something.
Apricot scone.
Mm.
It's all
What
right.
do we
It's
got
not
in
the
here?
best.
Someone's smoking on crack.
Oh boy.
Man.
That boy is getting it tonight.
I hope she's not big and she don't suffocate you.
You're
That's what I'm
rolling with
saying.
Tyrone Biggums.
Well, if she's not too big and suffocates you, you got to be like
We got
You
some
guys-
powdered donuts.
powdered donuts. That's like cocaine. I don't like cocaine, but I just like the way it smells.
Turn and burn.
This dude's smoking on a screw
Free
blower.
biscuit.
That's
Damn.
crazy. I wonder if you can make it like a screw blower into a bong. Like turbocharge it.
Turn and burn.
and burn.
I do got.
Still wish we still had some more of the OG Limpies. That's what I'm talking about.
I got Dante's Inferno.
I need to get them to answer the phone.
Gastropop and Beasel.
Oh yeah, what's your flavor? What you're into now, Jasper? I remember it used to be like, what was it? A couple months ago, it was Grease.
Yeah.
Wasn't
Oh,
it?
right now, dude, we've been burning the shit out of Rob's like permanent marker, and he also had runs, and then he also
Runs.
accidentally mixed them together, so it's like a rainbow. Sometimes they
shit.
taste a little different,
Shot Pride Month.
but they're good.
There's rainbow runs out here.
And then Matt said, "I don't know. I brought a bunch of shitty weed over because all this was like weed that I just had around my house that I hadn't been smoking on. So I'm imagining it probably wasn't that good because I bought them. But I got a bunch of these pens that don't work, so I'm gonna break the pens open and put the oil on with them, and you never know that it was bad shit or not that great." And
Well, if
then,
y'all been smoking on it, it must be fucking good because y'all seem like
I
y'all
don't
high
know.
as
I had
fuck.
to like haul a bunch of plants this morning, and I told Kyle in the morning I need weed, and he gave me this. Is this permanent marker or fine point marker?
Who the fuck names this shit?
Oh, boy.
I don't know who names all of it. Like when we,
It's kind of like kind of name a
name-
porno. It's kind of like naming a porno. It's kind of like coming up. What are we going? Yeah.
So then more permanent marker, and
Yeah,
then some like lava cake is around here too, and some wild animal and some super boof. That dude's burning Pride Month weed.
He's asking, what is it? Pride Month weed? Is that what you're smoking? Because you said it's
Oh,
like
that's
it's like
gotta
a
be
rainbow.
wild strain.
He said it. Because you said it tastes like a rainbow. That's what he said.
So Matt claims that's AKA Rainbow Skittles.
Oh boy. So it is Pride Month weed.
I
Green
think
Dot
so.
has.
Is it Pride Month? Is that true? Is that what it is? Is it Pride Month?
I think.
I thought it was every month.
So the world knows
Green
Shell
Dot has
multiple
rainbow runts.
homophobe.
Don't tell the world that.
I love how she said, I love how, dude, she said February. It doesn't matter.
Oh, here we go. We're just gonna let Michelle do the rest of this show.
Why are you prejudiced? I don't understand.
Why are you prejudiced? He says. Oh my god. Oh, this is the best one.
He's
yet.
not
Nope, there's
prejudiced.
snort.
He's just a homo hater.
Oh, this is way better watching it, isn't it? Now you can watch
No,
yourself.
I don't have anything funny to say.
Oh, she froze up on us.
Oh,
Okay,
so
not with my mouth open.
Big Rob's a homo hater is what he is then, huh?
John, his name is Ethan.
Oh, please tell me Kate's messaging right now because she's watching.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
She's not. She would never watch something this stupid. She's yelling at me right now because her car is in the shop getting the timing chain done. And so she's been driving my truck, and I stole Kyle's truck, that Dodge that I've been showing up in at places. And she said the tires go low. So she's texting me, make sure you check the tire because she knows I'm as bad as anyone, like Mark's wedding. So she's going to remind me 3 more times before she goes to bed.
You should put Post-it notes like on your steering wheel before you leave.
I should do a lot of things.
Yeah, it's Pride Month.
It is. Someone
Yeah.
confirmed that?
I'm Googling it.
Yeah,
Is it?
Google confirmed it.
All right. All right.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's his name.
Oh, that's not
Don't you remember you were at the basketball game in February?
They listening to you guys.
The
Nuh-uh.
HM thing, remember? Black-
Michelle Wolf,
Because
Matt
you-
Jones on Facebook.
That's because you were being prejudiced. I don't know.
He's a homo hater.
Prejudice.
These dudes are just going to war with
You
each
put
other.
shit on me.
Who the fuck is everyone posting? People are telling me to check on these streets. I'm getting all sorts of weird.
Look at Bill.
Mess-
Bill says nobody cares.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think of all the people that might friend request you from
I-
that. Everyone go rewind that.
Yeah.
Why do
Yep.
veterans only get one day, but some groups get a whole month? That's horrible. To be honest, dude, veterans get treated like shit, and it is the most saddest thing in this fucking universe that people are willing to go out and risk all that and then come back and not really get appreciated for it, or have people that probably don't deserve it get looked on before them. Horrible. That
Yeah,
is
they get the
torture.
lowest discount everywhere too. That's
St.
stupid.
Louis Streets has pulled off a good one. Yeah. Did they race this weekend?
They're like 6.
Man, I know I've been to one good road in St.
The other
Louis, man.
one's
And it was a good road. It was back in the I think they still race on it, but it was a good deal. Good race.
Close to downtown, or where you know what area?
No, I couldn't even tell you. I went there back in 2008, and I was talking to some other dudes that go out there, and they said they still race on it, and I seen videos, and they're still racing on it, but I couldn't tell you where it is.
Gotcha.
That was
I have family
that was
that
back
lives
before I
like-
used to save on my maps. You know, everywhere I go, I
Right?
save on my map.
Yeah. That's cool. Man, oh man, think about that. I have family that lives like suburbs of St. Louis, so I was just wondering. They live by.
Man,
the
when we went there, we went to this place. It was in Illinois. It's called Smoky Bones. It looked like a chain restaurant, and you just like you walk into the place, and you're all like, man, the guy that
Fuck them.
Hold up. Go ahead and let them know about our Smoky Bones
Okay.
trip, Michelle.
So we went to Smoky Bones one night because Matthew,
No, don't feel bad. No, don't feel bad.
Matthew
That not me.
really wanted to go, and they have great brisket or whatever over there. So me,
ribs.
and Lansing,
Ribs.
oh ribs. Okay, and then me, Matt, Jasper, Murmur, and that's Robert.
Murmur.
And
She
does it to her,
too.
what? What's
That's
going
what
on?
you always say to her.
What are you
Every time
talking
she
about,
says
Jasper?
Robert.
Anywho, so
You heard it.
They ran out of fucking brisket on a Friday. I still want to stab them in their fucking back. I mean, let's be honest.
For real.
Let them know.
And then listen, and then I
And
went
then-
outside. I went outside after we left. The best part is because they didn't really know how crazy I was, right? So we left. They called them on the phone, and I tried to order what they said that they didn't have because I was wearing a stripper glitter sweatshirt, and they were looking at me sideways like, "Why this dude got a stripper fucking sweatshirt on in this family establishment?" You know what I mean? And I called to make sure they really were out of brisket, and she like halfway was about to give me the order, and then she's like, "Nah." So they really had brisket. They just didn't like white people. So.
Oh, Limpy's trying to cut us off.
Oh no! I hit it by accident.
Are they your new sponsor or something? Limpy,
No.
quit playing him, bro.
Well, when I went there, I mean, you got to figure this was probably 15 years ago. So I mean, but we got the ribs because the guy that I worked with, he was into catering and stuff like that, and he said they watched the Food Channel and they were like number 3 in the nation for ribs at that time. And we went there, and you know when you go out of town somewhere and you travel an hour to a place and back, and you go there both nights that you're there, you know it's pretty good. But yeah, I had no problem. I love my ribs there. Oh, I heard it.
This live video.
You heard what?
I heard.
I can't help it. I don't know. This comes out.
That's what I try to tell the old lady all the time, but that she don't fucking.
Jasper.
Oh man, that's so good.
Sidebar.
Oh, that's so good.
Sidebar.
Yeah, Smoky Bones.
Yeah, smoky bones.
It was pretty good.
Oh
I mean,
man,
I ain't gonna lie.
am I hitting something? Who's Power Stroke Syndicate? Oh, they sent stickers. I was like, we're getting red flagged.
Already, we ain't even done nothing.
No, we ain't been that far off the rails.
Oh, you never know. We talked about that month, so anything could happen. Oh, what else small tear wise? What did we have going on? I forgot. Where were we?
Heard the snort.
Jarrett Bradshaw or something. Oh no, they are. We already talked about Team Denver being
Yeah, he
hilarious.
won. We already talked about that. Let's see, who else do we not talk about? Oh wait, Mike Corley won. Mike Corley in the
Where was he?
Maxwell's dad. You know, Maxwell's dad got a victory this past weekend.
He was wheeling.
Yeah, he won. I think it was New York.
Sure.
Wasn't it New York? Was it New York or was it somewhere else?
Was it Canada or New York? I can't remember. I just have him wrote down as a win. I don't have exactly what track yet.
Yeah, I think it's New York or something like that. I don't know. We'll find out.
But yeah, we'll find out tomorrow. But that's another cool thing.
Yeah.
Another guy.
That's New York.
Was it?
Me, I'm Power.
Okay.
Well, like I didn't realize what was going on, and I saw his comment was like red, and that's when I was like, oh no.
Oh boy, we're in trouble.
But we were not.
Stop
We were
now.
not in trouble. Damn, look at that. You talk about barbecue and the whole comments gets overrun with barbecue. Dude, oh, these things up here.
Which one do you think? What one do you think?
Oh, it's so good. Oh, she just noticed.
Who's Khan? What? Is that his name?
Oh, man. We gotta have Joe Rogan explain to her. You don't read the comments. You post something, you never open the comments, dog. It's not worth it. You don't ever want to see what they're saying. Oh, it's so good. This has been a lot of fun. Oh, so you're probably going down the road, Ed, to a legal street race, just like Hartshorn. That's so sweet.
Yeah, I'm not sure what to expect. I think like Hayden Wilson, maybe Joey Anton.
Oh yeah, they'll be there.
Snot Rocket. I don't know. I really don't know much about it. I'm just gonna roll with it.
And then Hartshorn will be huge like it always is.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how many cars show up for you, Limp. Hopefully,
Are you
it's
live
not
feeding
too
that
bad
one,
on you.
Limpy?
No.
Is-
If I do anything, I'll just put something stationary and then
660 gonna live feed it, or someone live feed it?
he'll probably just film it and taking pictures like they always do it. I don't know. I don't know
I
if
can't
somebody can be
remember.
out there or not.
Somebody does.
I usually do it, but I
can't remember
I
who
ain't,
it
I
is.
ain't
Somebody
been, I
does,
ain't
and
been,
I'll get it to you when I see it, Jasper.
yeah.
That'll be a huge one. Like I said, there's a race at Lapeer up here. I'm sure there's 50 other races.
Oh yeah.
Is that Coonley race? Is that still going on, or is that track not going? I can't remember.
Yeah, someone just said Lancaster Dragway. Oh, Corley won. I thought they said Coonley. It was Corley.
Because that would have been a D team race, but I can't remember if that track got closed or if it is what it is.
Coonley or Cunley, whatever.
Yeah.
I think Chris said he's supposed to be there next weekend or something like that.
Okay, then that's Shutdown Showdown is what that one is. Backside, I believe.
All right.
Awesome.
Or into the track, or whatever, you know what I mean. And then Camp Wars, no prep felons will be at that one. That's at Killcare. Yeah.
Her new name is Snort.
That's a couple of them. Six summers going on. I know that Nikki Bobby's out there tearing it up in 6 summers.
Yeah.
My
boy.
cool
Oh
seeing
man,
Martin
that was
out there.
driving.
My boy is out there. Roadrunner Media's out there right now.
Yep.
Patrick.
Yeah, did anyone see that today with Nick Taylor?
Oh, we got spammers.
All right. Hey, what's up?
Oh yeah.
We made it.
Dude, let's share that post. If anyone is wondering, here you go. Jessica May admires
John Monroe.
good
She likes
senses
you.
of humor. She normally don't write in these comment sections, but I think you deserve this compliment. I would love to send you a friend request, but I don't think it is appropriate.
Oh yeah, Bill. She wants to see your. Ask her to see her butto. Screenshot that shit. All right.
Yeah, Nick Taylor blew his motor sky high. Luckily, most of it got caught by the belly pan, and he is as good a driver as Ricky Bobby.
Did he look?
Like,
Damn it!
I don't
sucks.
know
I just
how
saw
he
he was
kept
out
that
there. I
off
haven't
the
watched
wall.
anything yet.
Yeah, he
Damn,
barely
that sucks.
kept it off the wall on like working for a 6-second pass. And yikes. But yeah, that was
that
pretty
ain't no
cool.
good,
Put the
though.
oil pan right off the car. I'm glad it didn't kept it. Yeah, kept it open a while. Oh,
Yeah, because he just rebuilt
you
that.
ain't got to look at it, Bill. Just show me, man. Just show me. You know, I'm like what's
What's
his name?
Bill angry about? Bill's never angry.
Because I said have her because she hit up Bill too.
Oh, Jasper.
There you go.
And I-
Chris
and
Lane
I
in the
said
chat is leaving.
Bill's wife Pam is like one of the most amazing ladies ever, so they're just not going to be able to steal
Well,
that.
don't just take a screenshot of the butthole and send it to me. You ain't got to look
see,
at
Chris got me right there.
it. What do you say?
There you go. Yeah.
Congratulations, Chris. That race you threw this weekend was dope. I was watching. We were all watching here. It was a good race.
Yep. You did a damn good job.
Maybe you want to tell us what happened on that light. What happened on that light, Chris? We're all curious.
Oh, shit.
Dude, were you watching that, Ed?
Yes, I was.
Oh, dude, that comment. Did you hear it like I heard it?
I did too. I was like,
I was more amazed you guys held together as long as you did. Like, I was like, oh my god.
and it took the comment to say something.
I know. I was waiting for you two to say something
too
because
good.
I was like,
Like,
Oh, wow.
once I knew I wasn't alone in the world, I was like, bam, let's talk about this.
You know,
No, what's even funnier is like before that dude even commented, I had it on mute, and Matt was like, "Did that dude just say 4-inch cock?" Like wasn't even paying attention to shit. Was like looking at his phone, hitting this joint, and just looked up and was like, "That dude talking about 4-inch wangs?" Yeah, see what I mean? Like he was celebrating Pride Month, instantly asking about 4-inch wangs. So like when that comment dropped, I was just
I hope I told my boss to come on and watch because I was like, the Seed guy is going to be on tonight. It'll be interesting to see what he says at work tomorrow if he watched that shit or not.
Oh man, what was funny was when he said it. I was like, I don't know. I'm just thinking to myself.
Well, then he was like, so I thought he said it, and then he was like, I sleep like this or something, and I was like, oh, he said,
Because I think I pulled out my 4-inch cock. I think what he said.
I was like, gangster. Like, that's how you do it. That's how I do right then. That guy don't tell lies. He speaks facts.
He gets to the point, that's for sure.
Because ain't no one making up some shit like that.
I could have swore that's what he said. Because I pulled out my 4-inch cot, and I was like, oh, hope you sleep on your belly or on your back with that big old mammoth monster.
Okay, here we go. Wish I knew.
Here we go.
It's going back to Uncle Limpy to get a checkup. I just tried it earlier and it won't come on, and will flicker a bunch of times pressing it.
Yeah, probably.
Man.
So he had a malfunction.
So watching the feed, I saw him a couple of times before he would get to a race. He would double check it with us. He would always look, and I swore I seen it flicker a few times, but maybe I was just, too messed up to realize what was going on.
We'll get it taken care of. So what was it first or worse, or if you had a malfunction, was it a rerun? So I don't know. Maybe let us know.
Yeah, I can understand if you're having problems with it. Like, it is what it is. I've had to rerun a lot of.
Yeah, it happens. I mean,
we had like a cool deal one time. So like way back, we it was like the first time 1320 ever came to a race. I think this is like 5 years ago. It was like 5 years ago or 4 years ago. 1320 came, and at the time to me that was like a pretty big deal. And I had to run Tony McKinney, and we lined up, and I cut one of those lights like I did with Ryan, and we beat him pretty bad. He spun because we obviously, when I hit this light really good, he scrambled right away and spun the tires. And then we went up to do the review because he's like, "You jump, man." I was like, "Well, let's go up and see what they say. We'll look at the video." We went up and looked at the video, and the flagger said that it was clean. He's like, "That's not a jump." Well, Tony was like, "Fuck that. That's bullshit," and started to walk away. And I told him, "Hey, man, if they'll let us rerun it, I'll rerun it." And I looked at the flagger and was like, "Can we rerun it?" And he's like, "Yep, go ahead and rerun it." And like, you guys know how I am. I don't shit talk anyone, and I'm always really nice. And then Tony was like, "Oh, that's real cool. Thanks." He's like, "I just need 20 minutes. And when you see me go by, just head on up and we'll do this." And I was like, "All right, no problem." And so when I get back to my car, 1320 was there like shooting around it or doing the videos like they do. And then they wanted to do an interview, and they're like, "So you have to rerun this?" And like I said, it's the only time I've ever like said anything probably. And I was like, "Yeah, I guess that dude thinks we jumped, and they called me clean. But I figured if I was ever in that position and I felt that strongly that the call was that, I would hope the dude would rerun me. So we'll just go back out there and turn it up a little bit and put 7 cars on him instead of 6. And like, it was like the only time I was ever like cocky or said something. And we did go do that after that, but it was like really cool because like, what was it? It was almost like, remember that we were like 5 months later in like some other state, Kentucky or something. And we wheeled into this gas station, and the dude, it was like 4 a.m. and the guy was all like at the counter. He could smell us. He's like, "Oh man, what do you guys got in the trailer?" And I was like, "Oh, we got a race car." He's like, "Can I check it out?" And I was like, "Sure," and he comes out there, and we were smoking still. So I grabbed like the joint, and they're smoking. We're all smoking in the trailer with this clerk from the gas station because no one's there. And I swear to God, he looks at the car and he's like, looks back at me and he's like, "You're that dude from that 1320 video that said you were just going to run that dude over again on the second round." I was like, whoa, yeah. Like I was just so blown away that we ran into someone. Yeah, it is what I felt like. I was like, damn, that is fucking cool. Like,
He actually said we're just gonna half track him.
yeah, like I think Bill. I know Bill was with us, or yeah, what did I say? We were gonna half track him again, or something.
Yeah.
I probably have the video saved somewhere because I used to think like that was the biggest thing in the world. There you go. We were on our way home from Windy Hollow. And like the random dude just knew like what it was and everything. And I was like, well, that's cool. We ran into someone that knew. Now I'll say this: Chris has always flagged a good race. I mean, even when he was air dicking, like he was always clean and consistent. You know what I mean? Like even back then, it was at least 10 pumps, you know, like per wing.
Right.
And it killed it. Like I always, like I said, I've said from the beginning, Chris has always flagged me fair. I've never once thought.
Yeah, I don't
Chris
think
did anything shady.
it could happen to anybody, man. That's what I think. It's just it can happen, you know.
What are you two laughing at right now? I'm gonna turn this bitch back around and let you two go.
No.
You got any more stories?
No.
You want to tell them back when you were running guns? No? All right. Matt Jones. If anyone's want FBI, CIA, is Matt Jones. Oh, dude. Yeah, I mean, and here you go again with like that call. There's always going to be both ways, man. Like, I don't care how you call whatever situation that's close, that's really close. Like, take a prime example is like that Cali Nate race that me and him had. Like, days, like 4 days after it had happened, like everyone was still like fighting online over like my fans or his fans or whoever follows what car. That was bullshit. That was this, like, to the point that I finally felt like I had to make a post and be like, listen, the dude beat me. Like, I unquestionably have no doubt that his car was 2 inches ahead of mine. Like, it happened, live with it, be happy it was a badass race. Like, but in any situation, they're close, that's really close, you know, there's going to be people that feel one way or the other. And sometimes that's the drivers, sometimes that's not. But the whole key is what decided to in the driver's meeting, which is either the flagger makes the call or maybe even they're saying the dude at the end video and makes the call, and that's that. Like, you can go down and look at it, but like this is that, or either way, you know what I mean? Like, that's what you agree to. It's how it goes. Like, I've had bad days, I've had good days, but.
And Limpy said it a billion times. You can sit there and stare at those pictures or whatever on the phone. If you stare at it long enough, you're going to see what you want to see. And he said that from day one. And so,
I mean there's like YouTube videos.
10 zillion people come in
about this.
Like, look at it.
Like, you can.
Limpy's always said that.
Create what you want. You know what I mean? And 90% of the time, people do see what they want, not what is really going on.
That's where all the fighting usually comes from.
I usually look at a video or a picture. Just first thing I see is, you know, that's what you see. And if you look again, you'll see it again, and then you'll keep seeing it until you can't see it.
No, it's like the same thing. My gym teacher, Mr. Hansowitz, always used to tell us, like,
sorry.
So because she remembers Mr. Hansowitz is why she's laughing.
Oh boy,
she's picturing those shorts and those socks pulled up and that straight to the point, dude. But either way, like, he always told us in gym class that, like, if you ever like question what you think is the right answer, go with the first one. Go to the first one that came to your head, because that might be subconsciously you telling yourself the answer, even though you're not positive. So always go with the first one. So like you said, you look at it, you make a call, stick with it. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Because as soon as you want a second guess, you can start convincing yourself of anything.
Yeah. Yep, I believe that. I think the right call is usually made.
Yeah, and I mean, even if it isn't, like, why would you ever expect a human being to be perfect? I don't.
Right. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Nobody is. Yeah.
I sure hope no one expects that of me, because you will be vastly disappointed.
There you go.
I do too sometimes, because that was 6 years ago, and I looked young without all this gray beard.
Yeah, I think
I go
longer.
back and watch that video sometimes too, and be like, "Look at that stallion."
I think if it's after a couple minutes and basically like a 2-minute deal, like if driver breaks down or whatever.
Yeah.
If you can't see it within 2
Right.
minutes, then you're looking for something. I mean, it is. But just like
Yeah.
the real close races, that's just like when Mustang jumped. It looked like it was just clear as day, like he jumped like really bad.
Right.
And I go back and look at the deal, and it's like it wasn't as bad as I thought. I mean, it was like
no, I was on the
wheel
front
moved.
side, and I
Yeah.
thought the same thing you did. I was like, oh, that's plain as day. And when you came back,
it was his wheel moved, his tire moved about a quarter an inch or a half an inch, and
Wow.
it would just made it look bad because the other guy was a little late too.
Right.
So,
so it made it look worse than what it was.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, sometimes where you're at determines on how it looks on, anyways.
Yeah. You got any new stories? Any new?
You asking me?
No.
Oh.
Are you asking me?
No?
Oh yeah. Ask her. She got.
Michelle.
Yeah, we gotta ask her. We gotta ask her the questions now. What's the one question?
I don't know. How many dudes did you neuter this week?
Oh boy.
No, I look at vaginas now.
Oh, she does
Primal.
not.
It's
She
primal.
does not neuter
No.
dudes anymore.
No, ask
She's
her
strictly
if she
vagina.
would go back in time, remember? Or if she would.
Yeah. And she could go back in time and
Oh yeah,
change
we always
one
ask
thing.
people, would you you like your life right now? Do you want to go back to when we were living that 10-10 main life?
No.
You want to go back to like elementary school? You want to then this is a good question because like her and Bobby I've known forever, dude. Like I've known Bobby since I was 2 years old and Michelle since what, like 15, 16, 17 years old or something? I don't know, youngins. So I've been through each stage of her life with her. So this will be a very interesting answer to me. What's she picking?
I like the question more like, would you like to go back in time and fix all your stuff?
Okay, so she wants to take the easy out, and she wants to go back and create Lugal, where you go back and then tell
Google,
yourself,
hell yeah.
"Yo, dog, you should buy Google stock right now and run this world." I don't blame her.
The Motley Lou. Hot Tub Time Machine, people. Y'all need to watch that. The first one. Don't watch the second one. First one.
Yeah.
What was the other question?
No, I don't have any news stories. What is the other question? I forget. Because I get the table questions mixed up with your questions.
I know.
Yeah, me too.
That's what Matt said. Matt said, "Yo, I want to go back to when the black market was $4,000 a pound."
That's what
Right. Yeah, those were the days, right?
They were sure some good days when like dispensaries were buying my crop before it was harvested.
When I was a kid, I used to do play-by-play commentary from the Techno Bowl games. Hell yeah, I remember the Techno Bowl games.
Dude, Techno Bowl and Super Techno Bowl were the shit.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that's something I could say. Shout out to Jamie Deere and Billy. I actually got to commentate 3 races this past one in the woods while Jamie took a break, and that's my goal. I would love to be their backup someday. You know what I mean? Let them get a break maybe here and there and come in and do some other races. But shout out to them. Obviously, shout out to Jeff and Julia once again for the badass job they always do. But that was very cool to actually get to commentate at War in the Woods a couple passes.
Yeah, it's awesome.
You get see if Wildman wants to come on. I'll send him a message here. Oh wait.
Oh, Wally? Dude, that was getting it. Like I said, man, God, he just has some violent wheelies that are just amazing to watch. Like that one in Trey at War in the Woods where it just scraped the parachute mount so hard.
Right. It dug the track, didn't it?
Oh, yeah. It added some love to the old surface.
Yeah, that dude, He loves some willies.
Yeah.
Yeah, once again, like when we were on the topic of too many races or whatever, I don't know what the right answer is. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to tell people what to do. And you know, I don't want to tell racers what to do. I don't want to tell them, hey, you should be boycotting these ones to go to these ones. You should be doing this or that. That ain't my style. So you should be boycotting these ones to go to this or that. That ain't my style.
Turn volume down. Somebody turn their volume down.
I got you covered.
Your guys is
Slight technical difficulty and action.
And all right, here we go. Oh yeah, I can show that. I can show that video. I forgot about that. So how'd you come off of how did the fucking wheel not fucking just
I don't know, dude. It was on the back wheels for so long. When it finally sat down, I was still in front of him, and I thought, I think it's got a flat tire. So I just nailed it again. But then that probably wasn't real smart because the tie rod bolt broke.
I know. I was like, you could see it flapping in the wind. It's like a fucking whatever. I ain't gonna say.
How did it go straight? Like that's the better question. And like you made it all the way to a stop, turned off on the return road, no issues, didn't notice till like it came to a stop.
No, I knew something was wrong with it. I was just trying to slow down slowly, and so nothing crazy would happen because obviously I didn't know the wheel was completely detached from the spindle. I mean, from the tie rod. So yeah, I don't know. Shit happens, but man, the thing, it's nasty once we get it figured out.
Yeah, and that's the first thing you sent me that video, and I was like, oh, I guess you got the throttle bracket fixed.
Yeah,
throttle cable.
Yeah, I can't believe we went down the track at War in the Woods at 40% throttle. That's you never get them chances back, bud. You know.
What was the wheelie on? Was it just first kid, or did you?
Oh yeah, it was on no power hardly. It was going fast. Yeah.
Well, I remember
that's an airport, you know, and the right lane is pretty shitty actually, like 140, 60 foot, and we went way faster than that.
Yeah. I imagine the bias on that car is really good without much weight in it.
Yeah, like 53% on the rear. I had no weight in it.
Well, you said
well, too bad you didn't have those weights for the A-arms.
Well, I take that back. When I did the wheelie, I took the 50 pounds off the front and I had it in the trunk. That could have been a mistake.
Well, you said at War in the Woods that you didn't know if it was going to go or I was going to go on the roof.
Yeah, I mean, that little tiny car, it's so light. It's going to be real finicky. Like if you miss it, if you miss the tune up or the setup on the car, you know, it goes on the bumper so fast it's not even funny. But we'll get it. It'll be. I think that, you know, honestly, I mean, it's a big block nitrous car, so you know it ain't going to run against big blower cars or big twin turbo Hemis or billet motors. But I think on the back of the track, it shows the potential to be phenomenal. You know.
Yeah. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you got that Forrest Whitaker wheel right there. Oh, was the warden with you?
Nope, she was racing herself.
Oh yeah, I'm glad she wasn't there to see that, huh? She probably put you on grounded.
She don't put me on grounded.
Yeah, she's behind you. You better watch out.
So's Julie and Nova.
Oh boy.
We're over at Julie's right now.
Are y'all playing euchre?
No, we just ate some pizza. We just stopped over, went and took care of horses and stopped down here. No. What you guys been talking about? What's the buzz in the racing world tonight?
Just chilling. Jasper says there's way too many races.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
You're muted.
That ain't changing anytime soon.
No.
You gotta wait them out till they go broke.
Yeah. Jeff's a driving mofo.
I don't know. I can't get it to play.
You can't?
I don't know what's going on.
There ain't nothing there. It's black.
There we go.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah.
All right.
I cannot believe that went straight.
Yeah.
How did he get a win light?
He barely got me right at the
Oh,
end.
he did?
Yeah.
It looked like you were
Shit,
you're out in
I thought you
front.
won.
That was Zach Reinhardt. He was in the
I didn't pay
semifinals
attention.
at War in the Woods, remember?
Oh yeah. Hey, did you
At War in the Woods,
shit.
yeah.
Did you hear about our main guy that's selling seeds? He has a 4-inch cot.
Yeah, you missed that, dude.
No, who?
Roger from Seed Seller.
Michelle Snorts.
Yeah, Michelle Snorts.
Jesus Christ, thing getting a little personal over there tonight.
And Smoky Bones is some bullshit. You fuck my boy out of some brisket, dog, and he gets pissed.
Oh shit.
We did eat brisket. Where did we go eat brisket when we were at Brown County? Was it Piggly Wiggly? It wasn't Piggly Wiggly.
It was really good. I can't remember the name of it.
Smoking Pig? Something?
No, it was pink and it had pigs.
It was a pink building that sold.
I don't know. Oh, I don't know about that.
What town
You know
were
what?
we in?
Jen made brisket last night, and it was probably the best brisket I've ever ate.
Damn.
I don't know how she did it, but she did.
That's what I said. No, he said that he has a 4-inch cot that he rolls out that he sleeps on when he goes out. And all me and Jasper heard was fucking 4-inch cock. And he sleeps with a 4-inch cock.
That's unfortunate. Sorry about that.
And like we were doing great, like keeping quiet, just sitting there, and then someone in the comments was like, "Oh, he said cot," and just lost it. Like
I was like, "Boy, you better sleep on your back with that big old mammy, Jamie." Don't want to roll over on that thing.
No kidding.
Oh yeah, I got something like it.
yeah, they actually have good brisket at War in the Woods, but it was like what the next day? It was Saturday, Sunday? I don't know, Saturday, I think. Saturday we left Indiana's 10th most haunted Airbnb and
it was pretty cool.
Rolled out. Yeah, it was way cool. We tried to get it for the fall race and already got dogged.
Oh, really?
I was just booking my flight.
Hey, it's called Smoking Jack's Rib Shack.
Smoking Jack's Rib Shack.
Oh yeah. And you got me on the start line acting stupid here.
Oh, this is fucking funnier than hell. You probably can't see it on here, but look. Wait. The guy's car didn't shift, so it started like going off the road limiter, and Limpy turned around and acted like he was shooting.
Yeah, man, I had to reload like 3 times because he did all the way down the track.
That was a spicy 2-step.
Yeah. Oh.
So what have you been doing all week, Jeff?
Working, buddy. Paying bills from War in the Woods and just working. Lots of shots.
Did you get that boat fixed yet?
That boat?
The boat.
Yes and no. The car's on the lift. I've been doing a couple things. Yeah, I'm making some new bump steer spacers and stuff for it. So it'll be ready though. I'm trying to decide where to go this weekend for sure. I'd really like to go to H-Town, but we're not ready.
Man, that's why I asked if you were going
to just settle this debate right now.
We're not ready yet for that. So
yeah, you'd have to show up Friday anyway to register.
Yeah, you're probably gonna win this.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah,
they got so much. They got so much stuff going on, and then they got a time restraint now on insurance stuff. So
they got a time restraint. They got a curfew.
Yeah, well, they ain't got a curfew, but I think their insurance runs out at a certain time, so they got to be done by a certain time. I guess it's a curfew, but I don't know what time it is.
Curfew because of insurance. I get.
Yeah, it's not because of the.
Why don't he just pay it for one more day?
I don't know.
Huh.
I don't know the backstory on it. I just know that that they got to do that. Plus, it's just so much to do in one day: register, tech, cruise, driver's meeting, chip draw.
I think he needs to make that a 2-day event.
Yeah, well, that's what he's trying to get half of it done pretty quick.
Yeah, I know. Registration and the cruise for True Street on Friday night.
Yeah. And they're doing like the cruise through the town. I think they're gonna like, you can go out and chill in the town and watch a cruise. I
mean, that'll be cool. Hey, Mike puts on an awesome race. I love that event.
And you went where'd you go this weekend?
I was just down at the Salem Airport.
Airport. That's right.
Yeah,
that's right. I couldn't remember.
It's like an hour and a half from the shop. So I was supposed to be in Mexico over.
Oh yeah, what happened with that?
Well, we were going to go. So when I went to Salem, they were having testing 2 to 5, and then they had a little race, $20 buy-in. Well, I went down there, and I'm like, we were a little late getting there, and imagine that. And then I only got one test hit, and it went right down A to B, and I'm like, and it was still fairly early. I had to leave to be at the street race by about 8 o'clock at night, and then we went up there and won first round, and then second round it did that big wheelie and broke the stuff, so I didn't go. I was going to load up and haul ass to the street race, but yeah, so that's it. Just I'm getting older. I'm like, man, I just need to go get some passes in this car. You know what I mean? Before I go heading out 5 hours down the road, $500 buy-in race. It just didn't make sense, Right. And
where was it?
Normally, I would always just say fuck it and do it.
Where was it west of there or was it?
Yeah, St. Louis area.
Okay, so it was St. Louis then. Okay, somebody had asked about St. Louis, and I was like, man, I ain't been to St. Louis in a while. I dropped through there a lot.
What are your thoughts on like the what obviously you and me have talked about and seen as a problem with too many races? Like I said earlier, I don't want to be a guy telling someone in a free country they can't do what they want, but at the same time, I feel like it's really like hurting car count all over. When like this weekend for us, we had 5 races with 5 or 6 races within.
I mean, it's real simple. It don't bother me to say it at all. If you're a promoter and you're running more than 2 events at the same track in 1 year, you're fucking up. That's, and hey, here's the thing. Don't hate on me because I said that. If you're one of them promoters, it's not personal. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that personally. It's America. You can do what you want, but that's just my opinion. You know what I mean? I'm a firm believer in have less races, do a better job promoting them. You know what I'm saying? Pay a better purse, get the good car count. You have less overhead. You know what I mean? More events you put on, the more overhead you create, the less profit there is, And the thing is, here's the real reason for that. One, if you're a promoter and you're basically in business, you should want to make some money. And number 2, tracks need to make money to stay open. So when you have these piss poor small car count races, track owners aren't making no money. Remember something, people. Most track owners don't promote races. They rely on other people to come into their venue and promote and bring people through the gate, and that's what generates money, So, so I mean, a lot of guys that preach, I hear this all the time. Well, we're just trying to have a place for us local guys to race. We don't like your $300 buy-in, or we can't afford to travel, or we can't afford this. Remember, that's fine. I understand what they're saying. You're also the same people that are putting racetracks out of business, because when they don't put asses in the seats, they don't make any money, and they got to pay bills, insurance, utilities, employees, maintenance on the track. I can go on and on. You know what I mean? They're basically creating a failing business. That's what they're doing.
Yep.
No, we've talked. I agree. Like you said, I don't want to tell anyone what to do whatever you want, but I feel like when you do less races too, you add that much more to the pot, you know what I mean? And
well, number 2 is you keep your fans wanting to come back. When you race every twice or 3 times a month or every weekend, you water it down to the point where it's not cool anymore. I always tell everybody, War in the Woods happens in the spring and it happens in the fall. Nothing makes them spectators want it more than making them wait. for September to come around. You know what I mean? And it gets the buzz going about the race every time. It doesn't get old, and people know they only got 2 opportunities a year to see it.
Yep.
And if you do that from day one, like every other business, War in the Woods wasn't huge the first 4 or 5 of them, right? I mean, it takes time to build something like any other business. You got to invest money, you got to invest time, and to get a return, and if you do it right, it'll play out for you. But a lot of these promoters, what they're doing, and some of them will say, "Oh, that's bullshit, Jeff. That's not true." But I know it's true. If they make $1,000 off one of their races or $800 and they stick it in their pocket, the first thing they think is, well, if we do one of these every week, I'll make $3,000 a month, right? And they're happy with that. But in reality, it's horrible for the sport. It's horrible for track owners. It's not even any good for spectators. What spectator wants to buy a ticket to come into a race with 9 cars in small tire? You know what I mean? You don't have nothing to sell. It's like having a lemonade stand and only having a half glass of lemonade to sell for full price. You get what I'm saying? It's stupid.
100%. We just did this at Onondaga, and like the track owners spent a lot of time in my trailer before the event, and he's like, "What's going on?" And I said, "Well, I referenced the 5 races within 3 hours of where we're sitting at this exact moment, and said, well, that's going to be one reason, why we have an issue with car count. Another issue is, like, I'm sure everyone remembers that at the end of last year, we had a big controversy at the track over the point system that he switched out to not what he said he was going to do. And he gave money to the winners in points to try to make up for it, but it's not the same. And there was a bunch of online feud back and forth. So obviously we have, a few cars that don't come because they stick to their guns, and that pissed him off. And I was telling him, like, we need to make an apology. You need to apologize, whether you feel you're right or wrong. Like, you need to apologize because, like, it was wrong. Like, you made people put a sticker on their car for the year and promise these results, and you switched it up. You know what I mean? And I'm, just because I didn't care, because I love to run fast people, you know what I mean? Like, I travel all over to find these guys because I want to run them. So when I found out they were coming to my home track, I was pumped, but not everyone feels like that, and they shouldn't, like, everyone's allowed to feel however they want. So, like, it was a bad deal, and we need to correct that. If you wanted this to keep working, which obviously I keep saying when it's not, none of this is my events, none of this is my scheduling. The only event I personally do there is the turn and burn one. And other than that, like, I just help them out. So, because it's 10 minutes from my house, I want to keep the track that I can just about drive. I could drive my car to if I wanted to there. But
well, you got a dick measuring contest going on up there. They're obviously scheduling on top of each other on purpose because people are pissed off. And the ironic thing about that, all they're doing is hurting both of them. You know what I mean? They're I mean, it's really stupid if you think about it. I'm not talking shit, just, I mean,
100%.
Both of them are getting screwed. I mean, these promoters should be working together. I've said this for years and years, I mean, there's just, I mean, you can't do that. And like you said, to start this thing, when there's 5-6 races within 3 or 4 hours of each other, you're either the only way that somebody's going to do good is one of them races is going to stand out above the rest of them. Okay. Whether it's the size of the purse, the quality of the way the race is put on, you get what I'm saying? Like, and the other thing that solves this problem is the cream always rises to the top. The people that do it right, when you got a good product, they're going to be successful. The other ones are going to lose their ass. And at a certain point, they throw the towel in and the problem fixes itself. You know what I mean? Unless somebody just enjoys flushing their money down the toilet, I mean, I know what it takes. I know what it takes, for me at Brown County. I mean, even for like a regular bracket race, you can't, when you roll into one of these races and you see 8 people in the stands, I'm going to tell you right now, they're losing money. Okay. That's all there is to it. Insurance, ambulance, people to help at the track,
Lights,
yeah, everything. Just insurance, ambulance, and utility bills. means you need to make 3,000. You need to come up with at least $3,000, at least, So yeah, they're
They
they're
tried
not
that, Rob,
winning.
and it didn't work.
Yeah.
They tried that a couple of years and it didn't work. That's all.
Yeah,
It's a Peter measuring contest now.
Yeah.
No, it's every man for himself. They don't care.
Yep. Yeah. And and the other thing too is you're right, we did try that, even just for like Indiana, Ohio, Michigan, and Kentucky. And some of them said, well, I don't need to go to that. What do I need to go to that for? They don't want to work together for the good of the whole thing, but it is what it is, man. I guess it'll either work itself out or it inevitably is going to hurt racing. There's no doubt. It's doing it already.
Yep.
Car count this whole year so far at 90% of the races is shit.
Yep.
Yep.
Every week I keep a count, and 30 now is the average good number.
Yeah.
30.
And you can put on a good race with 30. I'm not a big
believer no, absolutely.
Huge car count being the determining factor of how good your event is. I actually think it has very little to do with it. But by the same token, you got to have enough cars to put a show on for the spectators. I think that's what people don't understand. Yeah. And I've been against this, although I will say I was kind of against True Street at War in the Woods, and it turned out to be 100 times better than what I expected, right? So, I'm not always right. I'm the first person to say that. But, trying to get more racers into your event to up the gate with more classes, you're making a mistake there too, because spectators come there to watch a certain thing. They don't care about some of them classes. I hate to, no disrespect to stick shift guys. They don't really care about that. You know what I'm saying? They want to watch the small tire cars go down the track or big tire,
You can see the numbers.
Well, and it seems crazy too. The bikes are kind of like that too. Me personally, I grew up, my dad raced motorcycles his whole life. So to me, the bikes are interesting, but boy, they didn't seem to roll over that well.
Smooth thing that happened there.
I don't know, man. What I think? I think the bikes did. I think that people either love them or hate it, right? And then, but I think the amount of people that liked it was way outweighed the ones that hated it. And I think that probably at War in the Woods, me and Billy Fields were talking about that. I'll bet you there might have been 600 to 800 more spectators roll in just because there was bikes there. So as a promoter, that's something to think about too.
And I think that'll double if you do it again, because now they saw what happened.
So in the fall race, you're going to run the same schedule as before?
I don't know. I haven't really thought about that. There might be a car cap at the fall race on classes. I don't really want to do that.
Because the one thing I will say is and I know that this one was all crazy because we went to where we got to do this before the weather comes. So it changed every single aspect of the race.
Yeah.
So I'm mentioning that to start, but the buyback at a race like War in the Woods is important, I believe, because using this last War in the Woods as an example, the buyback would have been Zach Jones, me, Wadji, Sherm Baker. Dude, the list of people that were in the buyback race,
the second chance race at War in the Woods is generally a better field than any other bracket. Any other no prep in the country.
Yep.
Sometimes.
Correct. So what I'm getting at is you almost get two amazing small tire events, which is what everyone's there for.
Yeah. Plus, another thing it does is guys that come and enter War in the Woods that probably feel like they don't have a snowball's chance in hell of winning, know they can get in the second chance race for $100 and it makes it more worth their trip. So I'm 100% supportive of that. The weather situation just put the kibosh to that this time. But with that being said, that's another reason why I'm thinking, 64 small tire cars, 32 hard tire, 32 True Street, 16 big tire, and then have second chance races in all of them. That's what I'm thinking as of now.
It was cool to see big tire show up, kind of that. That was some good racing for big tire.
Yep. I was concerned it was going to be double entering big tire at first, but Jeff, he said it was all big tire, so that was kind of cool to see. Just not double enters, just trying to get an extra lick, even though
they had at least run a
way, but yeah.
Yeah, they had to run at least a Texas small tire.
Yeah, Texas Midwest small tire. Yeah, I mean, and another thing too is you know, I don't really need more rigs. I need parking more than I need more rigs in there, you know, and 64 cars is plenty for small tire. I mean, we had 64 at this race, I think, exactly, didn't we? Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. I think it's perfect. Even, I mean, if we didn't have to go all the way through the night, it would have been a damn good show on the next day.
Oh, I mean, I'm bummed out about that. I mean, that's by far that's the biggest crowd we've ever had at War in the Woods, and that was on a Friday night. And Saturday night is usually
always
bigger. I'm gonna guess at it 25% bigger than Friday. So
I know.
I mean, you may have had a total of, I don't know,
10,000
9,000 spectators total, maybe. You know.
I know that they were all the way down, both sides.
I mean, how many do y'all reckon stayed until the end? I mean,
that was the most I've ever seen. I've been to 5
that was
in
the
a row
craziest
now. That's the
in the
most I've ever
world. How
seen.
many people were still there in the morning? Like,
yeah, I mean, I hate to
next
say
day.
this, but I've been to a lot of no prep races where there weren't even close to as many people as were there for the finals of War in the Woods, and a lot of them people had been there for 24 hours.
I can tell you, what was it, 2 years ago, the race that ran over until 5:30 in the morning or whatever, you know, before there was not a single person in your stands on that race. This time around, you had at least 10, 15 people in the stands and then people still on the side. There was nothing like that.
At 4 o'clock in the morning, they were still piled down the fence all the way down.
I know.
Almost all the way down. I was like, this is crazy.
Dude, it was unbelievable. It was cool stuff for what it was.
Yeah.
I wish it could have been too, but it worked out.
No, it was the best move you could make. The race was finished. If you would have, Jeff, you and me were there Sunday cleaning up. There was no way there was a race running that day.
No, you couldn't race Saturday or Sunday. The weather
made
sure of that.
No.
So if we would have waited till Sunday, it would have just been you guys suck. Everything sucks. It would have been.
Well, not only that, I was afraid if you waited till Sunday, people that traveled from, further away would have been like, hey, I can't stay. I have to go home because of work on Monday, and just been shit out of luck. That's what I was kind of afraid of. That might have happened.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think the right move was made. Like,
I'm
just saying it just sucks that we couldn't do it on normal Tuesday like plays, But I'm not whining, man. I'm still blessed to be able to get it in the one day and get the race done. That's way better than canceling or trying a rain date, So, I mean, all we can do is let's just hope that the fall event can be nice weather and a full 2-day event and a little time to relax. I mean, I love the 2-day format. You know what I mean? And when you don't start racing until 3-4 o'clock on Saturday, I mean, you actually have some time to relax on Saturday. You know what I mean? And some people do.
You don't have to get up early. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yes, but not don't have to be rushed.
I have work today.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, the warden's acting up, Limpy.
Shore's boss.
Huh?
Here. Shore's boss. I'll mute you so you can go ahead and say, yes, dear. Okay. All right. Did you say it?
Yeah, I said it.
All right. I didn't want to have my boy go down like that. Hey, did you hear Jasper's got a funeral to go shoot this weekend?
What?
He just remembered today.
Well, he calls it a wedding. I call funerals,
Oh. I thought you were being serious, like he was really going to take pictures at a funeral. I'm like,
no, you want to know something weird?
You know what all the pictures would look like? They'd be like this.
Where you going? How you getting there?
So, like,
hold on,
dude.
What?
I'm bad, people. I'm bad. I'm sorry. I apologize.
So, like most people know, I obviously shoot photos. You know what I mean?
I'll be there
for money or whatever. When my grandma died, my grandpa begged me to shoot like pictures of my grandma in the casket.
Oh yeah.
I guess like if you go look it up too, like that's like a thing that a lot of old people did. Like it was the weirdest shit in the entire universe for me, but he wanted me to do it, so I did it.
I hope you were high for that.
I've been high for everything since 16, so we got through it.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. Oh. Oh.
Oh, dude, Jeff's wedding was.
believe
Do you remember it?
Yeah. I'm trying to decide if I should even like say half of it, but it was
How about
a really good time.
Charlie
That's
Brown
all
getting a
I'm
win
gonna
this
say.
weekend too?
Jeff's
Oh, yeah.
wedding was the best wedding
Back to
I
back.
ever saw.
Friday and Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
I think
car
they
was
only had
rolling.
8 cars as well there at that one, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
It don't matter,
real-
man. He was at least on nitrous, so he had all the chicks in the building at his trailer when
No,
he was done.
there was a couple nice cars there. I was just car count wise, I would expect more in Kentucky.
What's
Yeah,
a
Vincent
man's
was there.
fan?
You should start it. You should start a man's fan. I don't know. I mean, is there
Instead
such
of
thing as a
only
man's
fan,
fan?
man's fans.
I guess.
Damn, that guy might be onto something there.
Damn.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know.
Why is he subscribing? How much money?
It's
Are
because
we
his
talking
legs.
here?
Oh shit. Yeah.
I think it was like 10 years. I can't remember, Jeff. When did you get married, Jeff? I'm way too high to remember when that was. I think that was like 15 years ago. 15 years ago, I shot that. 10 years, 12 years ago, something like that.
When you heading to H-Town, Limpy?
Probably Friday afternoon.
How far is that for you?
It's like 3.5 hours, something like that.
Oh, that ain't bad at all.
Yeah. Uh-oh, my boy.
That's what that Wyoming race is for me.
Who's your boy, Limpy?
Boy, Justin Harvey said he's, I guess, Nitrous Nicky. He's waiting on I guess he's ghosted him or something like that. He paid her for a flower or something like that. I don't know. I'll see what, I don't know. You still talk to her, Jeff?
Nope.
Oh, okay. All right. Was watching everything, was making, oh yeah. Big Stank rolling in with the big swamp arms. He's, "Arr!"
I
Oh,
think I
yeah.
sent you that video, Limpy. There was someone who got a really good video of that fight. That would have been in what? I'm so bad at this.
Was
like,
it, how long ago
Facebook
was it?
and
You sent it to me.
stuff. I don't know, like 3 years ago.
Oh shit! Yeah, I ain't gonna be able to.
I'm joking. It wasn't 3 years ago. Of course, you couldn't find something 3 years ago. It was like
I probably can't find out in 3 hours ago.
Oh, there it is. I'll get it going because I'm so good at using this stuff now.
Yeah, he's good. He's good. Oh boy.
All right, guys, let's back it up. All right, start line needs to get cleared. Ready to start line, guys.
He's in the back.
Fuck out of the way then.
Look out of the way then. Shit.
All right, let's clear now, guys. Clear now. Trying to get them cleared out. Clear now, guys.
Jeff's already out of the car. Did you see that? That wasn't Jeff.
That's the best video with Poland saying that, dude. Like,
Oh,
deer in the
that's
headlights.
hilarious.
Jeff getting out of his car.
Is Jeff still in it?
Right, dude.
I need to get out of here. Jeff's gonna lose it.
He was ready to roll out, dude. He was out of there. That was so good.
Make a hole and make it wide. Poland's rolling out.
You're like, what was that?
No, he would have ran toes over. He wouldn't have cared. He would have been over and out.
Jeff said. Oh boy.
So yeah, Jeff's wedding was crazy. If anyone's wondering,
Hey guys, I'll come back on here in about 15 minutes. I'm gonna roll to the shop.
All right, buddy.
All right, see you
later. Bye. Oh, we gotta kick him off. Oh wait.
Okay, yeah. So I had to wait till he got off because I don't want him to beat me up. You know what I mean? Goldberg will drop an elbow. But my question is, you think he's riding horseback to that shop? How you think he's getting there?
I ain't gonna lie. When I was up there for a week, he kept trying to get on the saddle backwards. I don't know what the deal with what that is, but I don't know if he's ever rode a horse before. But
damn it, man.
You know, I kept telling him, "Hey,
I swore I seen pictures of him riding a horse on here before." Yeah.
Oh, somebody must put him on. Somebody must put it on him right. Then you know.
So I don't know. You know, like.
Hello, my name is Mr. Ray.
I figure if you like, as soon as he jumps off, you know, he don't even have time to like turn it back on another platform. So we're like in the clear right now, and he has no clue that we're horsing him up.
Still watching.
Oh boy, bikes were a good time to stand in the lane for food.
Like I said, some people,
I mean, all them guys are. I mean,
perceive them well, but I thought they were very close races, and
there's some good races, and then they all work together.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah, I thought they went through pretty quick too. Like,
it was fast.
They don't tend to have as many like issues, and
yep.
Oh wait, I think I got
their
one.
biggest issue was sometimes starting their own bike or whatever. That was it.
Where do I have that? Do I have that video?
But I see what he means by like if he doesn't have those in the fall, that opens up that much more parking for the 64, the lockdown on each class that he's having. It gives you that much more room to have spectator parking. So it all makes sense.
I was looking for that.
Definitely, I parked the people. It was tough. Like, dude, it was tough. It was tough. It was so tough.
I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you do that shit. That's too much. Especially when, I mean, literally, I was in the Tower of Power watching me. It was me, Bill, and my uncle. And I'm pretty sure there was still a line, you know, coming into the place. And it had already started. Like, I just could not believe how many people kept coming and coming in that fucking race.
Yeah, it's wild. We just never stopped. And it's just hard. Like I said, everything is, it's hard because you got to pack them in tight, and no one wants to be that tight. You know, they want a little room in between each other.
Everybody wants to park their own way.
Next to. You could be parking next to Jasper's trailer, and you might not want to be parked up tight to that. You might be getting pulled over on the way home. So
I tell you what, out in the field, the spot to be for the racers was back there in that corner where it was flat. That was pretty good spot.
We had that motorhome
they couldn't go down there, you know. I feel like it's less dusty down there than it is up on top of the hill up where Happy's at.
That's probably the best spot, in all honesty, in the whole building. Not for like if you don't want to take your car up and down the hill, but for watching,
right?
That's one of the best spots.
Oh yeah, up there where Happy's at for sure. But I just feel like we're Happy and Mike and all that little lane right there. It gets so dusty up there from the traffic coming in to watch versus down where like Todd Spears and everybody.
He needs to brine it.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
I'll talk him into that. If he brines it, I'm telling you, man, that whole place will have no dust from that road.
That, or if he could water it maybe like before the weekend starts, but even then it's still going to dry out if it's a nice weekend, hot weekend.
As I said, they brine all our dirt roads up here.
Do they?
It works sweet. You got to do it like a month before, otherwise it might be too wet still. It won't dry out enough.
Yeah, I know they do it down south, but I don't know how often they do it.
They do it about once a month up here. Oh, damn.
This is Jeff on his way home. Live footage.
Dude, if he rides a horse like he drives with those cars, I'll tell you what. It's gonna look a lot like that.
Well, it's pretty close.
The campground had a water truck.
Oh, that's right. I did see that.
Did they use it?
At least once. I don't know if they used it all the
I
time.
would. Sure.
You can make me a good chair out of wood, Limpy? Is that true?
Fuck, I guess so.
I did not know you were Tim the Toolman Taylor. I mean, the Coke part maybe, but not the chair.
Yeah, probably. Oh boy. Oh yeah. He had one of them big boy bikes too.
Yeah, nice bike. Yeah.
What are those, like a fat tire mountain bike or something?
It was like a electric bike, fat tire bike.
Oh, sweet.
26 inch or something like that. How big are tires, Tank?
They're probably like 29s.
I know this. There was at least twice where he said, "I'm gonna go to the campground. I'll be back." And man, he was back pretty fucking fast. I was like, "Golly, how did he get back?" And he's like, "The bike."
Yeah, 4-inch rims.
Yeah, just like that 4-inch.
I know. Yeah, I know they're big. They're big wheels. They're big wheels.
I don't know. I'm gonna make a T-shirt that says 4-inch cot.
And
26,
point down.
he says.
And point down.
Yeah, with an arrow pointing down. 26-inch. Is it a fat tire, Big Stank, or is it just a regular 26-inch?
Yeah, I think it's a fat tire.
That's pretty cool, though. Phil has tons of those like crazy electric bikes that do all sorts of crazy things. Like he took one of those Red Bull Rampage bikes, those dudes that do that downhill. Crazy downhill shit for Red Bull. Took one of those bikes and made it all like electric with a motor that it'll do like 40 miles an hour or some shit. It's crazy. And they go raging through.
We need to also talk Jeff into making another path to the campground that we can ride golf carts on. Because my initial
what the deal is, what I'll say about this though,
was we'll park at the campground and ride the cart through. That way it saves parking for them over there, but also it's easy access if my dad wanted to go lay down like he did. You know, I mean, he could go, but I didn't realize that where the path was the runoff. You know, I mean, the end of the track. So that's why
there's all sorts of craziness to it.
Man, it'd be so cool because then it'd be easier for us to park over there and not take up 2 parking spots that 2 more, cars could get in there.
Yeah.
Where the dilemma in all of it is that.
Well, he explained it. That land that's not his is definitely.
Well, not even that. Like, just like, let's say he makes a trail another way, or you ride down the road from Rockies to the place on your golf cart. You get everybody's golf cart. Could you imagine, like, if majority of the people that
make a path? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know what you're saying.
It's so crowded in there.
Tore up.
But then there's also like a giant hill you got to climb and shit too, So I feel for, some of the more disabled or like people that struggle, to go up and down that hill.
That was my whole thing. That for my dad. That was the whole reason. Yeah. We probably won't even bring it in the fall because there won't be no reason for it if there's no way to, that was the whole reason.
You're lucky enough that if you ran into a bind, you just call me and we come pick you up on one of the golf carts.
Which I found out later on, which was cool, but you know what I mean? Like,
no. Like I said, just not everyone is like that. So
I know, well,
it's tough. It's just a wild setup, man. It's just a wild place. That's all I can say. Like, it is so wild. 26-inch GT from 81. Dude, that's got to be like one of the first GTs ever. Like, I would bet that that's the first year of GT, if that's correct.
Did you buy a shirt for that pace car yet? For SRC?
No, dude. I need to. Thank you for saying. Is it over? Is there still time?
Not yet. I actually asked Vicky at War in the Woods just because I wanted to make sure. And it's going till I think the 28th of this month or something like that. So you have till the end of this month.
Yeah, I got to get one.
Dude, if I win that, that'd be so. Oh my gosh, it'd be a dream come true because that was my. First
I don't know
car
how
when I
weird
was
it is that I want the jacket more.
I know. I was actually asking my dad last weekend at War in the Woods. When they got 79.
No, 1972 is when GT Bikes was formed. I did not
Oh,
know
I think
that.
about the pace car. The pace car.
I started going all crazy into something else.
Yeah. No, I asked my dad because they bought the same car off the showroom floor in Indiana. And I was like, hey, when you got yours, did you get a jacket with it? And he's like, no. So that jacket is something pretty special.
No, for sure. I've never seen one. I've heard of it before. Like Phil knows everything about like weird shit like that. Like if they made a car and something special came with it, or there was a special model of car or whatever, 100%.
Ours had, like the fins that are on the hatchback windows, like it's like almost like a shade or what are you talking about? That's what was on ours. We had that on the back of our hatch. It had a sunroof just like the one that's in that. And then it was 4 on the floor. I can't remember what motor was. Nice, Jeff.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
those are one of my favorite ones, though. Like, honest to God, like one of my favorite Fox bodies is that pace car. Just the silver, orange, and black is like a really good color combo, and they look all cool with the 82 grill, GT ground effects and shit.
Yep.
They're really good looking.
Pretty sweet. It's got a lot of memories from my family. Hell, my brother, who doesn't even watch no prep racing, he bought one just because he wants to win it too.
Phil had one time, man. He got and drove around for a little while, and then it was like so rusted out that it ripped the front of the control arms out and fucking like dug into the road and almost like catapulted that thing. And he had to drive it home in reverse to get it home.
I can believe it. Ours was pretty ran down too. I can't. My dad traded it for something.
Got that off this Jim Hannon. He's a guy from around here, a local guy. He always has like way cool cars. Has like a really cool blue Mach 1, like a 70 Mach 1 or something. Fastback and shit. Yeah, he did a whole shot leaving. We were all burning down in the garage at Jeff Hancock's, and he took off and did a burnout, dude, and just bam! It was like, holy shit, what just happened? He come backing up. He's like, I think I'm gonna have to drive home all the way in reverse. The front of the control arm box ripped right out, and it's like digging into the road if I try to go forward.
Holy shit!
Drove it all the way home in reverse. I can't remember. Like stripped the motor and tranny out of it and shit. And
how far did he live?
Probably like 3 miles down the road.
God dang.
Dude, these dudes are crazy. This one time, dude, we like went to pick up this truck, and I'm like riding with Rick and Phil, we're riding out there and we hook up to this truck and Phil goes back and gets in the truck that we're towing. And Rick's like, all right, man, buckle up. And I'm just kind of like, all right, like he takes off, dude. And we're doing like 90, 100 miles an hour, dude, down the road, towing this truck with a strap, like just banging turns, dude, with the tires squealing. I was just like, holy shit, these dudes are crazy, dude. Phil was pretty pissed about that one when we got back, though. Like, he was not impressed. But, yeah, I mean, like, power shifting, like, all the way through, just beating the fuck out of the truck, towing it. I don't know. We used to do some wild shit, but shit was cooler, like Limpy said on that podcast with Tin Soldiers. If everyone hasn't watched that, go watch that. That was really good.
Go back
all
and watch
of
that.
Those
very good.
Tin Soldiers sit-down videos with Jason Terrell, which I say all the time is the most amazing human being I've ever met.
I hope he gets you in there sometime. I hope he does. I really do.
I mean, maybe someday we'll be down there with him or whatever, but I actually talk to Jason quite often or always check on him or make sure shit's going good. But yeah, what an amazing dude. But that was a really good podcast. But you talked in there like, how much more fun it was back then because there's hardly anyone on the road and you could just kind of do whatever the fuck you wanted. And we did it all the time. Like the first time I ever hung with Phil. We got in this green Mustang, and he was like the first dude in our town to ever have like fuel injection. Like he built a GT40 upper and lower, 302 with an X cam, like Edelbrock Performer RPM aluminum heads, and it was like this sick car with like 36-pound injectors or something. And it was cool, you know, and had like 430 gears and Southside lift bars and Ford Motorsport uppers and fucking Tremec like 3550 with a center force clutch and all the classic shit that you had. It was all built up. It was sweet. I ended up buying it off him like when I was 20 or something. And that's that car that I was always selling nitrous out of at parties. But either way, the first time I got in it with him, we literally went from like our town to this other town that's probably like 22 miles away, taking back roads. And I swear on my kid's life, this dude went like whole shot through all 4 gears, and then we would literally like jab the brakes and do it again for like 22 straight miles. Like made like, I don't even know, 50 hits or more, like all the way there. It was sweet. I remember thinking like, wow, these cars are tough. And that was probably like when I started thinking Mustangs were cool.
Oh, yeah.
And then everyone bought one for some reason, and now they're not as cool, but they're cheap. There's lots of parts available for them for this broke foe. But yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yep.
He just beat
They're
the
common.
snot out of this car all the way there and back, like one whole shot after another. We had the drag weld light package on this thing with some Mickey Thompson 26-inch slicks. We were
Nice.
26-inch gang back then. Yeah, I wish I was. I'd have more money. Those
Wow,
dudes
he said
bang
Deer
those
Creek.
shows, dude. You want to talk about like crazy festival shit? We need to get Maynard on here. Like, dude,
Oh,
Maynard
yeah.
has some of the wildest.
You keep
stories.
saying, but you
So-
keep saying,
Dude,
Where
he got
he
fucking
says,
like pulled
Deer
over in
Creek?
Oklahoma, and then like, dude, he ended up years ago having to go back for this because all these judges and people got in trouble. But like, they made a deal like in the cell, like, okay, you can keep this, this, and this, and they're like, you can keep this, this, and this, and we gonna take you to the border and drop you off, and we're keeping your Jeep Cherokee. And like that was like the deal made for like what either was probably like a long time in prison or.
Jesus.
It was wild, dude. Like he has some story, like dude, been to
Right.
like some wild stories at like Coachella and like all sorts of crazy events that you would like never even believe. Like
Oh, I believe it. He's probably
That
got some
bro-
from Deer Creek too, because
Garrett
that place
fucking
had
T
some
spent
fucking
tons
crazy
of time in
festivals.
Colorado and Arizona going back and forth and shit. And that's how he ended up in trouble in Oklahoma. And oh man, Maynard has some wild stories, like just
I
wild,
believe it.
wild, 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 wild stories. They're so good.
You sure do, Rob. You sure do.
But no, I was just some dumb high school dude that ran fast cars and
God.
knew that Maynard did this, so I probably can. And I need to get it filled anyways. It's not like it's the pressure I want. So I'd run the bottle out with the homies and then head back, get it filled up off the profit.
Nice.
Deer Creek. What's Julie talking about?
Right. So it's their music venue there, and it's actually in Noblesville.
oh boy,
But it's called something different now. Who knows? It's been called 10 different things. But as a kid, it was called Deer Creek forever. And like it's where all the Deadhead festivals were at. Like it's an outdoor music venue.
Yeah, like I know he was at Red Rocks for a lot of things, and so I
did-
guarantee he was at Deer Creek. Like they
Yup.
literally
did they figure out a date for the motorcycle rally yet? Because it's
Oh,
supposed to
yeah,
be
I don't know.
weekend. It's supposed to be that same weekend as
they want Matt to come down there and do Robin's Nest to do food at it again, and I told him, bro, that's probably a pretty sick party there. Like
Yeah.
you go see
I'm,
some
I'm,
things.
I'm thinking about if it's an off weekend that I'm not doing something, then going there.
It kind
you
of
know.
sounds like fun.
Yeah, I mean, I might show up on I might get like a little Grom or whatever, and ride in on a thong.
Oh my
That's it.
God, you want to see what I got?
Not really, but go ahead. Oh boy.
You said Grom.
Oh,
Look
yeah.
at that 1973 Suzuki back there.
Yeah, I just think about going just to
That
have,
thing's dope. You come rolling up into the.
I'm gonna ride on that, but I'll have my thong on backwards because it fits better.
I've even got a basket on that.
Shit. You can carry the goods in that motherfucking basket.
I like it. Yeah, Billy Russell gave that to me and said, "Hey man, one day I'll want it back, but if you want to fix it up and use it for a pit bike for a few years, do what you want with it." So I was like, "All right." So that'll be my new War in the Woods rig, because you see where we park at War in the Woods. Once it gets going, you can't get the golf cart out anymore. It's trapped.
Yeah, you're
because all
stuck
the
in
cars
your
are in
area.
the staging lane, so like you can't even get out. So I thought I need like a pit bike or something.
Perfect. Well, I'm gonna wrap her up and get out of here. I appreciate you guys letting me come on.
We love you, Ed. Thank you for coming on.
You know I love you guys. I got you guys.
Will you
back.
do me a favor when we jump off?
What's that?
Are you going right to bed?
No,
You'll end up staying up for like 3.
I've got kids to put to bed.
Go pick one of the Y files and watch it tonight.
Yeah, I've got it written down on my notes. I will.
All right.
I will. Absolutely.
Wow files. I'm gonna check it out too.
Why?
Yeah,
Why?
Limpy, you got to watch it too. It's
Wow
hilarious.
files.
The fish will annoy you at first so bad, but then you'll fall in love with them.
Who knows? I might add in something that intertwines with that on this Friday's episode.
Well, you know I'll be listening. Hey, check your messages too.
Yeah, I will
them
get into
another
that.
message.
Before I get out of here, I want to give the sponsor shout out like everybody always does. Wife,
hold on,
who allows me to do this each and every day. This craziness that's all around me. All the stuff you see me at my track or at the track and stuff with. Shout out to my dad and my uncle, Safety Mofo. I know you guys probably saw them guys roaming around a little bit at War in the Woods. They're okay help. We'll give them that. But they are cool. And I appreciate everything they do for me. Yeah, part-time. Exactly, part-timers. And then let's get to my sponsors first. But obviously, the man up there in the right-hand corner, Jasper. Shout out to Jasper, the Breakfast Crew, Matt, Bill, Bobby, Jacob, Michelle, the whole damn crew. Thank you so much for allowing me to always be a part of that cool-ass team and let me ride with you guys each and every weekend, even when I'm 1,600 miles or more away. Make sure you guys go support them. Get one of those cool LL Spool J shirts. I know he's got some new shirts about to be dropping, so make sure you guys go support Jasper in that. There you go. Bam, the fanny packs. And hey, I know I said it on here before War in the Woods, and I got it there in the background. I still have LL Spool J bucket hats, and yes, the offer still stands. You buy a LL Spool J bucket hat from the easeandbees.myshopify.com website, you'll get a special gift with that, I promise you. Also, want to give a shout out to Ohio Grudge Racing, Josh Robinson. He's awesome. Make sure you guys check out OhioGrudgeRacing.com. We're tied in with him on his merch tent. Thank you so much for allowing us to be there at War in the Woods, sell our stuff out of that tent. And then, of course, the man, the baddest on the light, Limpy himself. Shout out to Limpy, a sponsor for me. I'd be sending him some stuff to allow me to get in on these chats, sometimes get in on these shows. But obviously a brother from another mother who will take care of me when I need it, and I'll take care of him when he needs me. So shout out to Limpy for that. And then last but not least, No Prep Felons. Make sure you guys go support Bob at NoPrepFelons.com. One of the baddest No Prep live feeds in the game. And he will be at No Prep Wars this weekend. So once again, shout out to all them people and to everyone who come up and said hello at War in the Woods. I thank you so much. And you know what? Come fall, we're going to do it bigger and better. And like I say each and every time, you can check me out every Friday, wherever you listen to your podcast at, or whenever you want to check it out. It's always on that podcast platform. Anytime I have a guest, that will be on my Ease and Bees YouTube. You can find that at easeandbeesyoutube.com. And like Jasper said, there could be a very, very special guest coming this week. one of the baddest dudes on 26s right now. And let's just say he's a thug. Ford Love thug. I'll leave it at that. Thanks again, guys. I love you. Until next time, make sure you check us out, easeandbees.org, and make sure you eat your breakfast. Later, y'all.
All right, buddy.
Later, bro.
Take it easy.
Eat your breakfast. You heard him?
Just make sure you tune in Friday, man. If you haven't been listening to that, you're missing out. Like, he has a lot of good guests. He has all sorts of fucking... It's just such a different style that he does there. And that's what I think's cool about it the most.
Yeah. So you where are you going this weekend?
Mark's wedding.
There you go. All right.
I had to think about it.
I think
Oh,
we got it. I
man.
think we got it in your head, at least for tonight.
Yeah, at least tonight I'm remembering where I'm going Saturday. But
as soon as you wake up, it's game over. It's a new day.
yeah,
It's like that dude on 51st Dates.
Start worrying about the next day.
Hi, I'm what's his name? Hi, I'm Tom.
Yeah.
No.
I had
No,
fun.
but I got dinner in there waiting on me. I do know that. I'll let you know what it is, but it smells good. I forgot. I need to turn the crock pot off.
Yeah, Ed's such a good guy.
Yeah, he's missing out. Jasper's gonna miss out on the Bon Voyage.
Yeah, I screwed that up, man.
But Matt won't.
No, but Big Matt will be there for me. And looks like Big Stank might be there too. So I'm gonna try to make them link up. They'll like each other. Yeah, man, I was really impressed. Like, Big Stank was such a cool dude there, man. That was so great to meet him and get to hang with him and party with him, man. And he helped control the line, which is huge. You know, that's not an easy task whatsoever, man. That's got to be one of the hardest things to do.
Yeah. I know. She's all like, I'm gonna throw something in the crock pot for dinner. And I said, you ain't gotta do that. She goes, well, I need something when I come home. I'm like, oh, well, fuck, you work at a restaurant, just eat fucking there. Shit. But you know.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes you eat at the same place too much. You gotta.
Yeah, if it was pizza, she would be there all the time. No problem.
Dude, he was holding the line.
Oh.
It was a good time. That was a good time. We got Gangsters coming up. We just booked rooms today. Bill did for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night.
I'll be at H-Town this weekend.
That's where everyone should be, man. That's where we'd be if it wasn't so crazy this year and didn't have so much shit going on with kids and shooting weddings and stuff. But yeah, H-Town Throwdown is so much fun, dude. When we went, that was so much fun. So much fun. I wonder if I have that one video. But yeah, H-Town was awesome. That'll be a sweet. I hope someone's live because we're going to be watching that at Mark's wedding probably. And that'd be sweet.
Yeah.
That probably isn't it, is it? Or is that it? That wouldn't be it. No, I would have to go deeper. I probably didn't even know how to screen record then, so I probably don't have it. Yeah, I don't. Well, I guess I'm high as fuck. We accomplished that tonight. Where you been all night, Hannah?
No, I'm just gonna do. If I do anything, it's just gonna be stationary. I don't know what to see. I ain't bringing. I ain't. bringing out all my gear and shit for. Yeah, it's just a hassle. You know, if I had them big time sponsors and stuff, you know, then I could afford to pay somebody, you know, to go. But you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, people don't understand how much all this costs. Holy crap.
Yeah.
It's so expensive. Learning CAD.
Shetland pony. What's for dinner? I think it's a Mexican
concoction.
Yeah, with some chicken and some corn and some beans and some other stuff, and she made some rice to put it under it. So God dang, that sounds fucking good. I'm fucking starving.
I don't know. Around here, nothing's open, so I'm gonna roll out of here and go live my worst life and probably eat Burger King.
What I was about to say, don't y'all have like some store that's open down the corner that has pizza or something like that?
Well, we used to, but they don't stay open this late.
Oh, what time they close at what? When sidewalks roll up?
We close at like 11 on Friday and Saturday, and then 9 during the week. But yeah, I would definitely go for 2 of those pizza slices over some horrible ass Burger King. They took the cheesy tots away, so there's really nothing left on the menu that's worth crap. But this is my deal. There's like a couple fast food places open, but only some of them like prepare the food decent. So like I have to stick to the Burger King because the McDonald's fuck shit up and the Wendy's fuck shit up.
I'd starve before I'd eat McDonald's. Only thing good for McDonald's is like the breakfast stuff.
And the breakfast stuff's fire, but the rest of the shit's trash, but I'll still eat it.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck what I eat. It's all garbage.
It's 9:30 here. That's fucking 10:30.
11:30 here.
Yeah, he's in that future time. Chicken fries.
Dude, what Jeff tell me right now? Go to everyone can go to O'Reilly's when we get off here. Go to the O'Reilly's auto, like to their website and type in 121G in the search. So 121 and G as in green into the search.
Hold on. All right.
Jeff Berry sent this to me today. 121.
Hold on.
G.
121 G.
Yep. Bam.
Flux capacitor right there, boys and girls.
Out of stock.
There we go.
Bummer. I thought that was so cool.
Hell yeah. Get you to 88 miles an hour and you gone.
Right now I'm giving out some of my secrets, but there you go, people. You want to go fast, you need one of those.
And you need test.
Dude, you want to know something that's kind of cool I saw on those electric cars? So they took one of those Teslas and they put a computer in between the computer that like tricks the computer but allows everything to go like full or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And that thing went a 540. Like on garbage.
Damn.
Like just rolled right out. I don't know, dude. I thought it was crazy.
And that's still stock weight and stock everything?
Nope, they had that thing gutted to fuck.
Yeah. There was one dude that was doing that drive week or whatever, and he was gutted.
Running
and I think
a
he was
generator and shit.
Yeah, he was trying to do, what was it? He was trying to do the fastest. He's trying to get into the.
It's probably him.
Was it 8s or something like that? He was trying to get an 8s and a quarter. What do they run normally? I don't know. He was trying to get. He was one of the fastest ones in the country, and he was trying.
Yeah,
to
I think they run 9s. I think he was trying to get into the 8s.
Okay, something like that.
But he was
close.
It was pretty cool. I mean, I'm not a fan. I don't want them to be like the thing, our only option or something, but I think they're neat.
I think I read somewhere, I think, was it in California? Now, all them people that wanted the electric cars and shit like that, now the power grid can't keep up. So now they're charging people more money to have electric cars now because the
I just heard that they're trying to pass a tax, a mileage tax, because now if they move
Oh,
everyone
yeah.
to electric, they don't get tax money off gas.
Yeah, it's off the streets, or they're changing it instead of the fuel tax. It's a road tax.
It's
Kind of like they
bullshit,
charge,
dude.
big truck, owner operators and stuff like that.
That place is
you get a road tax.
Man, dude, it sucks because California is one of the most beautiful places there is in the entire world. Like, it is such a cool place, like visually and going through like the shoreline and everything else. But boy, they wrecked that place. Like, it is just one shit show after another. Fucking $1 million gas you see sometimes, like $8 a gallon and shit. Come on, man.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I guess let's eat.
I'm ready to eat.
Thanks
Appreciate
again,
y'all.
everyone. I had fun tonight, though.
Yeah.
Show was killing me.
Hopefully, we'll have Roger on next week.
Yeah, he should be on this trip cruising.
You never know who we'll have on next week. You never know. We usually just fucking wake up Monday morning like, hey, man, who you think?
Yeah, and then we hit a couple people up, and one of them's like, yeah, I'll go to my funeral and decide to come on here. But I don't know. I just figured but we'll find someone for next week. I promise. I've got a couple ideas. I thought I could have hit one of them up today, but I thought I'll give them like a little more time than like 4 hours to be like, okay, I guess. So
give them time to think about it. That's our problem is we don't get them time to think about it. It's like, yes or no. Yes. All right. We're like, sucker.
Yeah, we get them sometimes, man.
No, good people. And you have a good chance of winning your next event or whatever
dude. I will tell
whatever
you
you do if you come on.
It's true. Like, I think we've now just willed this into existence. Like, how you can just kind of manifest shit, or they claim you can. I think that's what we've done here. We've just slowly made it. Like, look at Brian White. Brian White won this weekend twice, 2 days in a row.
Oh, yeah.
Boy, it was straight flying. Like, Brian White is, he a bad dude.
Yeah.
Brian White is a bad dude.
All right, people. See y'all next week. And we'll be at the table next tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah. Tune in. It'll be a good one.
Later.
See ya.